Hello, and welcome back to the Gaming Twin Show.
Welcome, people. Happy Thursday.
It's a happy Thursday indeed. And I mean, when I say that, I mean like it's like the eve of E3. So, I mean, I'm not sure you could get a much happier Thursday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, like you're saying, we're on the eve of E3. Summer Games Fest has now kicked off.
Yes.
There's no Switch Pro.
Yeah, that's a big initial thing there.
I'm starting to realize I don't think Nintendo cares.
No, that's funny because I mean like Nintendo kind of does their own thing.
Yeah.
You know, and we are constantly reminded of that. And of course, they don't have to play by the rules.
No, not in the
You
slightest.
know, and it's fascinating to watch, but at the same time, like they didn't show anything. Like we just watched the Summer Game Fest thing, okay, and they showed absolutely nothing. That or like they said some things were coming to Nintendo Switch. I guess.
Yeah. There was one game on there that looked a little particularly good, and it said it was coming to Switch. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah, the Evil Dead game, you know, that said it was coming to Switch. And
It did not, did it?
It did.
See, I wonder if these third-party people, it's like, okay, let's say this Nintendo Switch Pro unit is definitely happening.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too big of a deal if all these third-party people say, yeah, it's coming to Switch too, and everyone's like, huh? And it's like, oh, they might be thinking, it's like, if they don't think it's a Switch Pro, or everyone's just rolling their eyes like, yep, it's a Switch Pro, they might be thinking, it's like, are they streaming it? Is it a really lightened up version like whatever? And it doesn't matter because people are going to be wondering until Tuesday.
Yeah.
When they decide to show, it's like, hey, look, this is happening. And everyone's like, oh, okay, there you go. Everything makes more sense now. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. They don't have to reveal it ahead of E3.
Yeah, no, they really don't have to. I just think it's bizarre.
Also, Mandu did say, Chuck, I may have a request.
Mandu, what do you want?
Welcome, Mandu.
Hope you're doing well and swell, my good sir. Welcome back to the show.
I just want to say, you might see me just stroking the surface of this beautiful desk here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I may also find time to stroke the desk.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm quite happy. I'm sure you guys will hear to no end about how thrilled I am about this desk. I'm so
Indeed.
happy. This thing was a lot of work.
Auntie, you listen? That's not real, Mandu. It is enabled. With your Twitter handle, hit properties enable anti-aliasing, please. It is enabled. Oh, okay. I know what's happening. So I'm running into. Maybe this is what like.
Is that up to 256 size? Turn it down.
I
Jeez.
didn't do it.
Just by the way, Mandu, the scrolling text bar, we found out what was wrong with it. The size was cranked up to like 200 some odd. And Chuck was just manually shrinking it down to fit in the box. So all the scrolling text was uber big. Like uber big. And he was just like scaling it down. It was like vectoring it.
I can't even see it.
Backwards, question mark? That is a good thought. And there's a reason it's shaped like this, actually.
What are we talking about?
He said, isn't the desk backwards?
No, it is not backwards,
No,
actually.
this is actually intentionally set up like this. This is very, very intentional. And you guys will see later.
Yes, you guys will see more about that at a later time. Ugh. Here we go. No, it's not backwards, and that's what's so fun about it. It's not backwards. But hello, welcome back to the show. I hope you guys are doing well and swell. Today was Summer Game Fest, and I gotta admit,
What?
it was more like Summer Snooze Fest.
Oh, yeah, was that bad, huh?
Like,
I didn't think it was too bad.
no, you know what it was? It was just.
Oh, never mind. My brain is backwards.
That sounds right.
Mine,
yes.
It's just upside down. It's flipped. It's flipped down there. Down under.
That's definitely how that works.
That's definitely how
Let me fix. I'm gonna fix yours too.
Oh, you boldened me too? Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, get it down to something reasonable
There we
sized.
go. Now we gotta get your thick boy outline
It's
done.
got the thick boy outline.
We're gonna cut the crust.
Cut the crust. Why?
I don't actually. Where's the green? Oh, here it is, outline.
That's true. Monty just said, I know more about that desk than you do, Chuck, and that is true. That is
I
true.
mean, maybe, but if he did, then he'd know it wasn't backwards.
No. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No, it's fine. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with how this thing turned out, despite how pared back all my crazy plans were. And I'll go over that with you some other time. I don't know. I was gonna consider maybe even doing it, and then I'm just realizing that I don't think my work has the machining capabilities to do what I was looking for. Unfortunately, at least not cleanly. I can do it. It'll just look kind of garbagey, and then you get it, and it'd be like, I don't know. It'd be like a 63 on Metacritic. Is how it would come out as. So it's probably just a bad idea. Legend, welcome back, the legend himself.
Legend, how you doing? Welcome back to the show. Hope you're doing great. Monty says fell asleep at 9:30 p.m. last night. Woke up at 5 a.m.
Mandu, I saw you online this morning. I also woke up. I woke up at 4. Okay, because my dog was doing his lonely howl down in the kitchen. He sleeps in the kitchen now. Because
So
one, it's
4
way too
would
hot
be,
in the air
you know,
upstairs.
like 7 a.m. for Monty.
Maybe. I saw... Oh, is he ahead?
2 hours.
Oh, my bad. But whatever. Yeah, I saw you were already up and everything, and I was up at like 4 in the morning because I had to let my dog out because, you know, he was whining and he was lonely, and I just ended up staying up. And I did get to try Phantasy Star Online 2, New Genesis.
Ooh.
And I hate to say it, I might have to keep playing this game.
You're supposed to get out.
I know, I was supposed to get off. But I tried the initial demo, and feeling the heft in the combat, slashing and weaponry, and when you hit the enemy, they like stagger back and stuff.
Yeah.
When you hit them with like a heavy attack and stuff, I kind of like it.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun. I'm like, oh no, this was supposed to get me out of this game, and unfortunately, I might be diving in deeper. I had a blast with the character editor, which I'm not gonna lie, I have my own complaints with.
Yeah.
It was neat because this game, it's taken the original game, all your stuff, okay, and you're able to jump right into the new one, and you can even choose to go back to the old current game.
Yeah.
Because it's just there. You can just go into those server rooms, and boom, you're in there. And the thing is that you can decide to import your current existing character with the old assets,
Yeah.
or you can make a new character.
Okay.
But you get to keep all your stuff. It just changes your visuals.
Yeah,
That's all.
makes sense.
So I decided to recreate my existing character in the new engine.
Yeah.
Which is way
Sounds like
more
a cool
detailed and
idea.
level and stuff. And I was like, okay, it was 4 in the morning. I'm like, I need something to do. So I spent
it's not-
2 hours doing that. And I had a blast with it. And then I got to play like 20 minutes of gameplay. Didn't even finish the story. It's probably going to... I kept changing my graphical settings and it kept kicking me out. And I had to reset the story intro thing again.
Oh.
I was like, oh my god.
I
It's
think
like,
you
when
need
does
to
it
get
end?
through the intro first before you start messing with that.
Yeah, they do say it's like you got to go through the intro of this new version, then you can choose the old server if you want to go back in. But they
Interesting.
want you to try it,
Yeah.
is what they're doing, which is fine. It's cool. You just go through your initial tutorial. So
I wonder how many people are on like Twitter and they're like, I refuse. I'm done forever. You can't force me to play the new one.
I mean, they literally let you use all your existing prior assets.
Yeah.
So I'm like, come on. It's fine. It's fine.
Monty says it was downloading for me at 300 kilobytes a second.
Yeah.
He said it gave me 5-day estimate download.
Again,
So I just
Mandu's
turned
been
around and said
trying
no.
so hard. How many times Mandu has gone through this chronicle, okay, just attempting to download this game, and it just becomes nightmare fuel, and he's like, nah, bah.
It sounds like, yeah,
Get
it
rid
just
of it.
sounds like it's just not going to work there.
Which makes me feel bad, because I think it's something Mandu would enjoy,
Yeah.
which I hate to say that, to just bait him to, it's like, just turn it on for 5 days to download or something. So, I don't know. It is streamable to the Switch if you have the Ethernet adapter. Or did they not
Streamable?
release that in English? It might be the Japanese only one. Never mind. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, I saw you playing PSO2 that early. I was like, what the heck? I forgot. Yeah, Mandu, when I got home, I turned on my Xbox. I looked at it, and it said, it's like, it had the old icon, but it said New Genesis PSO2. I'm like, I was like, bless this day one Xbox. It auto-updated for me. So it was already
my
done by the
goodness.
time I got home. So I was like, oh my god. I don't know when it started to download, presumably when it happened. It was just like, okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I was able to jump right in, and I was excited to try it. It's exciting. I'm hesitant, but I'm excited to see what this newer version has to offer. The fact that the worlds don't seem to be tube-connected overworld, like small map things,
Not
and
Monster Hunter?
auto-generated, at least running through this initial intro area was really cool.
Yeah.
Like, they start you off where it's like you have this new ability to, like, glide or
Yeah,
whatever.
they start you off
And
with
a sprint ability. Ooh, thank you. Anyways, they have you where you sprint and glide off this cliff, this ocean cliff, and you just glide, like, I don't know, a good 300 feet or something down this ocean cliff down into this port town or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just showcasing, it's like, look, this is way more open. It's not enclosed hallways and stuff, hopefully. I haven't actually seen much beyond the initial tutorial, so I can't speak too much to it. But I hope.
As a quick question,
Sure.
why don't they just make Phantasy Star Online 3?
This
Why don't they
legit
call it
is.
that
But
instead of
the
just
cool
calling
thing
it a
is
refresh?
that they have this existing player base who's already playing it.
Yeah.
Don't kill it. It's like the game was 8 years old. We got it like in the last 3 years of its lifespan. And
Yeah.
then they gave us the big update anyway. And we got that day one with the simultaneous release kind of thing, which is awesome.
It's so weird seeing that kind of thing. And it's like, okay, I mean, I'm happy that they enjoy it. I'm happy that they like the game and that kind of thing. It's weird to see a game being updated in that way. Yeah. I don't know. It's an interesting idea.
It's interesting. I really like it because the thing is, the initial game was free to play.
Yeah.
And they revamped the engine, the graphical engine, and everything like that. And it's still the same game. So, and you still have access to all the old things. I think it's awesome to just tie the two things together. I think it's actually a really neat idea. And the fact that if an 8-year-old, actually I'm lying at this point. I was saying 8 years old 2 years ago. So this, a 10-year-old game, okay, can merge with its new partner and use all its prior assets. I don't see why Destiny couldn't just move on and connect the old one. Just saying. It's 10 years old.
Yeah. I'm not sure. It might have something to do with how they built the game and that kind of thing, or who owns the assets and that. But yeah, I'm surprised we don't see more of that.
I don't know. So if anything, I'm eager to get home and be able to try it, be able to get in there and maybe do more than just check my mail daily.
I'm like itching. I'm like itching to get a game right now that isn't an online replayable game.
Like a core game?
Yeah, like something like that. Like I haven't
Like an
played
RPG, like Dragon Quest XI?
I can't play that with the audio.
Oh my goodness.
Do they have like a never mind. I'm not sure what to do right now. I'm kind of like in a limbo, so I'm kind of waiting for E3 to cross too, because we don't know what's going to drop at some of these events or anything shadow dropping or things dropping into Game Pass right away.
Oh, I forgot. Because I'm a subscriber to Game Pass, they also gave out like a day one like booster pack for like people jumping into it.
Yeah.
And everything, which is cool. So.
When you say it, you mean Phantasy Star Online?
Yeah.
New Genesis.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what's going to be dropped into Game Pass and that kind of thing. I would love to play something new right now, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. Bondi said Pokemon Snap ? Kind of. Like yes, I would probably turn that on and have a blast. I don't know what I'm looking for right now. And it's been really like, maybe I need Dark Souls.
Oh my
maybe
god.
I need Dark Souls.
Or maybe Elden Ring.
Ooh, maybe I do need Elden Ring. Speaking of Elden Ring, and I don't think I have a... Okay. Watch this. Want to see something crazy?
What?
You'd be like, that was genius.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm super excited about this. I wish we can get like a better link to these kind of things. There we go. All right, guys. Oh, no, not that. Don't worry about that. All right, guys, check it out. We did get our reveal finally for Elden Ring. This trailer actually does show a ton of gameplay, so I'm super excited about that.
Is it gameplay or just in-engine?
This is gameplay. Thank you, Mondu. Are you kidding me?
It opened up in the chat window?
Manu, I clicked the link, okay, in the thing.
Yeah, just copy it out. What in the world?
I clicked the thing, and it took my chat window, and it navigated me to the YouTube video in my chat window. Can I have my chat back?
Oh, good thing you have a back button. That's good.
Oh my goodness, that's so irritating. All right, so we got our first look at Elden Ring. This game, like, it was shown as the finale for Summer Game Fest here. That was just live a little bit ago. It looks phenomenal, and I mean, I know that the game is probably getting mad hype, and it's been getting mad hype for a long time.
Like cyberpunk level hype.
Yeah, it is at the cyberpunk level hype of nonsense, and like the game looks amazing, but at the same time, when you actually do start, like we're seeing a lot of cinematic kind of like scenery right now.
It's 26K thumbs up, 384 dislikes. That tells you it's proportional. People like this. People are happy.
And they actually started showing some gameplay, and I mean, initially, especially when you're looking at some of these things, it gives you that like Twilight Princess vibe.
Sure, geez,
Really creepy. Immediately, this scene looks like Twilight Princess, so that's really cool that we can ride on horses and that kind of thing.
Look at the environments and these enemies. They're so weird and interesting, and I'm not gonna lie, I look at this thing, I'm like, this is straight up Dark Souls.
It is.
Like, they may have changed the name, but the spirit was not lost.
Yeah, and I'm excited. They show a lot of gameplay in this.
Yeah.
A lot of it, in-engine footage and that kind of thing. But at the same time, we're seeing a lot of gameplay too, and the game does look like it's going to be a really great Dark Souls game. It doesn't look like Bloodborne. It doesn't look like many of the other Souls-style games. This looks like Dark Souls.
You know what's interesting about this thing? It's clear. It is just clear that the control scheme, okay, the initial control scheme of like Demon Souls and Dark Souls, how we always considered it janky. It's like, no, that was fully embraced as what the game is.
Shoutouts to the tease and clip button. It's a From Software game. Yeah, it really is a From Software game, and you could tell the designs, the visual designs, the absolute twisted nature of some of these enemies. It's just...
I love the fact that George R.R. Martin's writing for this. I'm like, is he having a blast with this? Does he think this is awesome? Or is this just like a contract job for him?
Yeah.
I feel like he's not a cheap contractor.
It makes you wonder, and the name tied to it, but some of these enemies are completely nuts.
Yeah.
Like, what we're seeing is... It is spooky sauce. It is scary, and I mean, the game looks absolutely phenomenal. It looks like a Dark Souls game, so I'm super excited about it. This is easily the best thing, in my opinion, that came out of
I'm glad for that. I was worried about Elden Ring. I didn't know if I should care. I didn't know if it was like, oh, I'm just being a Souls fan hyper or something. And then I see it, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm looking at this, and it just looks like so much fun. Yeah. It looks so good.
It looks just like a Dark Souls game, to be honest.
I'm not even talking about the visual quality of it. Like you're saying, it looks like a Dark Souls game.
Yeah.
It looks like I can run through there. It's like I'd like to dodge, roll, and slash that guy, and it's like, that looks like fun.
Absolutely. This game does now have an announced release date that will be January 21st of 2020, so we've got a long way to go. But we'll see. I hate that YouTube instantly transforms.
The XD face.
It does.
Sorry. I know what you mean.
Yes. YouTube does do that indeed. I was sad, though, overall with the Summer Game Fest presentation, because this was kind of the biggest deal. And I know the game is mad hyped, but I don't feel like this was enough.
There were a few other games in there. There are a few other games. Obviously, I mean, for mad hype, I mean, some people might like some games, some people might like others. I'll admit there wasn't too many I was too excited about. I'm excited about Far Cry 6, but they just kind of interviewed that one guy, and, it's like, yeah, it's hype. I'm excited. That's what I have to say about that, I guess.
I agree.
But yeah, for other games, it's like, Evil Dead and stuff, it's like, It's like, it looked cool, but that's not a franchise I'm tied to in any way, shape, or form. I've never seen an Evil Dead movie. Or did we? Is that one that no?
No.
Okay.
We've seen Dawn of the Dead.
No,
Just
what's that one where the guy took the zombie baby to the park? What was that one?
What
It
are
was
you talking
completely bananas.
I have no idea what you're
Do you
talking
remember?
about.
You called that out.
Huh? What did I do?
I don't even know what movie that was. It was bananas. By the way, you have the camera off, sir. Oh shoot, do we?
I mean, that's possible. It does seem like it needs to be more.
Yeah,
my way.
you're on the edge.
You want to angle it?
I can do that.
Want to change the angel?
That's not how that works. Okay.
Do you guys enjoy that performance by Weezer? That's pretty good. Don't listen to Mondu. Can I just click this? What happens if I click this? What's a bunch of other things?
There was Wonderlands.
Let me see.
I don't recognize that at all.
Has nothing to do with it. We did get the official trailer for Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. If you're a Borderlands fan, this is a standalone game.
Border Skyrim Lands.
Yeah, I don't really know. They didn't show too much about like what we were gonna be or how it was gonna be. But let's see. Oh, we did end up doing it. Let's keep going here. They kind of showed their signature style. They were showing off a lot of the famous actors and that kind of thing that are in it. And a lot of the chaos that you would kind of expect from Borderlands, I suppose. I forgot, Gearbox is owned by 2K. That's so weird. Mm-hmm. My guess is we'll see a lot more of this. Okay, that wasn't. Okay, so, yep, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. We'll probably see more of this on Monday when 2K does their presentation.
Sure.
Or Take-Two, I think it's Take-Two who's doing it.
Kind of had some.
So we'll probably see a lot more of that. This was just the announcement. Yeah, we should discuss that, shouldn't we? Let's see if I can pull it up. Here we go. We did get the announcement for Among Us, where they're adding a ton of new stuff to the game, which is really exciting. It's funny to see some of the things they're adding. Like, okay, they're adding hide and seek. Okay. They're adding. They said new roles. I don't really know what they mean by roles. Sheriff and that. So that's kind. I don't know what that is. But we do know from the modding community, a lot of these game modes have already existed.
Right.
For example.
So
He said, I see sheriff, I see engineer, I see spy. So, like, we're going to see different roles in the game. I'm worried that the game might get too convoluted, but we'll see.
I mean, the more they give you to do in the game, even when you don't have your friends around or enough people to play a traditional game, is probably a good thing.
I completely agree. And I hope that some of these new modes can be more functional with less players. Obviously, hide and seek will work. But we'll see how that goes. They did add a bunch of new colors. What is this one? I wanted to see the image that you guys put. Here we go. They kind of show some of the things. They are teasing a 5th map, so that's really exciting. Hamster, how you doing? He said new roles is probably from Town of Salem. Yes, so like Among Us is kind of, it basically is one of those games. Similar to
Jester, I'm happy, says Mondu.
Yes, I agree. Jester, definitely.
Whoa, I've never heard of that. That's interesting.
Huh.
So sheriff equals a crewmate that can kill the imposter but dies if they shoot a crewmate. Interesting. I've never heard of that.
Yes, that's a Town of Salem has that. Basically, where they have the sheriff and he can execute. The mafia in that one, or in this case, the imposter, which is cool. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. Airship basic accounts. I wonder what they mean by that. There's a lot of things that are obviously coming into play with Among Us. I always feel bad when I see this game because of how small a team is, that they are so behind their hype train.
Yeah. Like they can't get these things out.
They just
fast
can't.
enough.
Yeah, this is a similar thing that happened with Fall Guys, where it's like you had hype and it's gone. You know,
I think people still, Among Us clearly has a far longer tail than Fall Guys. I mean, Fall Guys was a great summer
I think this game has much more potential.
distraction.
This game has much more potential, but it's just the problem is I think how small their team is. That I don't think they could ever live up to the potential of the series.
Right.
But I do love the game. I absolutely do. Hamster, I hope you're doing well and swell. Welcome back.
Welcome, Hamster.
We just got done watching the Summer Games Fest.
Yeah,
Summer
Summer
Fest.
Games Fest Day.
Yes, it's basically the launch of E3. I'm excited about that. Less so about what we saw at Summer Game Fest.
Yeah.
I was hoping for a lot more. We basically got Elden Ring. Pretty nice trailer for Elden Ring. Admittedly, it sold a copy of Elden Ring to me. So
Yeah, that's fair. I'm completely sold on that game.
yes.
Although I'm gonna wait for like a next gen console or something. I want that thing to run like 60 or something. I don't want to run it at 26 frames a second, where I can't exceed 30, where it's like limited 30. I'd argue that the presentation was somewhere between okay and good.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
They had some Back for Blood. They had that weird 60s, 70s vibe, space station alien Left 4 Dead like game, which I can kind of vibe with. I think that'd be fun. It'd be fun to play with friends anyway. I like the aesthetic for sure. Definitely took
exactly
a
what I wanted.
took a note from Deathloop and
and
Compulsion Games.
we can actually go
we
over
had
that.
a few.
I got a nice little compile list. Thank you, IGN, for putting all this stuff
Thank
together for
God.
us. All right, let's go ahead. We can go ahead and actually get into it. So, did this just reverse order?
Maybe they're just showing
Okay,
what's
so yeah,
relevant
obviously
first.
we talked about Elden Ring, which was the first thing. It does have a final release date of January 21st, 2020. So it's going to be quite a while before we do enjoy this game. But at the same time, I mean, it's nearer than I would have expected.
Yeah.
Oh, we talked about Tiny Tina. Okay, this is interesting. We did get...
What is that background image?
Ugh. Let me not do that. Sorry, guys, about the audio. We did get a very interesting trailer for a Metal Slugs tactic game. Let's just go ahead and cruise up here so you can kind of visually see how this game is going to be. Metal Slug, it has a long, long history.
Is that not going to play?
I can play it. I just wanted to show off the tactical nature of it.
Okay.
It's got a long history, and at the same time, while this series has been kind of old and outed for a while now, it's interesting to see them come back with something a little bit different. And I do think the tactics approach to it is kind of a cool idea.
Yeah, it reminds me of Advance Wars for sure. I'm not going to lie. When I said play, I thought they got past the animations, and I thought it was going to be lots of gameplay. It's not. Which is fine. Some people might be a big old fan of the animations.
A lot of people really enjoy tactics games, and I'm definitely not one of them. So, I mean, I'm happy for people who enjoy tactics games, but at the same time, to see Metal Gear come back like this it's fascinating.
It's Metal Slug.
Metal Slug. That's what I meant. I didn't mean Metal Gear.
Metal Gear's
Sorry,
gone.
I got distracted by this down here with Metal Gear.
Yeah, really.
Anyway, so yeah, Metal Slug Tactics incoming.
It's a cool way to bring back an old game.
We do
Well,
have
first,
Hideo Kojima is going to be releasing a director's cut edition of Death Stranding.
That's a neat idea.
Yeah, cool beans. It's coming to the PlayStation 5, which I think is going to be really cool. I don't know. I'm also expecting kind of with the Summer Games Fest kind of going and that kind of thing, and E3 and all that, I'm wondering how many games we are going to be seeing as cross-generational games, but not only just for the first time, but a lot of returning games. Like we're seeing the director's cut version of Death Stranding. Okay,
Right.
So it's kind of like, okay,
Glad I didn't play that when it first released.
I bought a copy of it, so...
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I think I have a PlayStation 4 copy over there, and I was waiting for the PlayStation 5. You know, see if it gets a patch or something like that, or it should just run better. So I was just waiting to play that. So we'll see. We'll see. Bonnie said he was talking about the Metal Slug game. He said, interesting thing about this game, it seems that Tree Lope?
Good.
Sonic Mania's composer is making music for the game. That is really cool.
That is cool.
The music was well done from what I did here. Okay, yeah, you can do like that. It's a good idea. Bonnie said during that trailer, I was like, get in the box. Yeah, and that's definitely not going to happen. Or wait. Did he actually get in the box?
He got in the box.
Did he get in the box?
He got in the box. And it was the great thing because he dumps over the box and a bunch of oranges fall out. And the original box is like an orange crate. At least I think so. I think that's the constant reference.
Let's see what this thick boy in the way.
And I'm just saying, I wonder, okay, this little thing, okay. I was wondering if this is like a metaphor to Konami. Okay?
Yeah.
He does a reference to Metal Gear, which is awesome because it's his old original work, you know, and everything. And then when he's done here, he picks the box back up, puts it on the shelf. And right on there, in big letters, it says fragile. And it says handle with love, okay, on the thing. And I wonder if he's just making a nod to Konami and saying, hey, handle the Metal Gear franchise with care. It's out of my hands now. It's in yours now. You know, please don't screw it up. Yeah. You know, essentially. Because he embraces the box and he puts it away. You know, he's putting it back. He's putting it back on the shelf.
He's putting it on the shelf. Yeah.
So yeah, just look at this thing. And it does like a little zoom in on the box and everything. It's like he's leaving it behind.
Fragile.
Yeah. And I wonder if it's just a metaphor to the franchise. It's gone, and now he's fully moving forward with Death Stranding, maybe. Who knows?
No, I think you're exactly correct, to be honest. Yeah, well, the box says handle with love. Yeah, I think you're exactly correct. I mean, I think it was this kind of a direct thing, but at the same time, it also seems like a, go for it at the same time.
Sure, it's like you have yeah, that's fair. You have his blessing at this point.
Yeah.
Probably. Maybe it's the fact that everyone wants him, or wants a new Metal Gear game. He can't make it, but everyone wants it. It's like, look, guys, just move forward. Give him a Metal Gear game. Just please handle it with care.
Absolutely.
And he has his new way forward, which is cool. I'm glad for it.
Okay, so we did get a trailer for...
Move that over. Or is it overlapping on your things or whatever?
No, nobody can see it.
Okay, can we move it over?
No.
No?
I can, kind of. It's just hard to tell what I'm doing sometimes.
Sure.
All right, let me see. We did get a somewhat very plain-looking trailer for Jurassic World Evolution 2, which is interesting. If you're familiar with Jurassic World Evolution, Jurassic World Evolution is the Zoo Tycoon-like version of the game, basically where...
Mute that Jurassic Park trailer.
I think I did. Basically where you make Jurassic World, but you make the park. So, I'm surprised we're seeing a Jurassic World Evolution 2, to be honest. I wonder if this is why it was kind of given away multiple times. It was on Game Pass, and then it was given away on Epic Games, and all that.
Yeah,
and I think it was
excited.
to get people into it. So I'm not sure how great the game is going to be. Coming 2021, so it's coming this year. That's all we know.
If we were ever into pre-E3 predictions and stuff,
yeah,
I feel like maybe even some of those free games or heavy discounts on random games, big games or whatever, big titles or whatever, might be telling us something.
Yes. So yeah, a lot of those things were where it might not make sense, but yeah, it was definitely one of those. Music be like, copyright strike, baby. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you know it. Okay, let's see. Some of these don't actually have videos. Korean MMO Lost Ark is headed to the West in fall 2021. I don't know anything about
this.
I remember seeing it. It looked like a standard MMO, to be honest. Actually, I can't remember. I'm getting it confused with whatever Amazon's MMO is now.
New Worlds or whatever.
If you played Salt and Sanctuary, it is getting not quite. It's kind of getting a sequel-ish, kind of.
I think it's a sequel.
Yeah, I think it is a sequel. It's called Salt and Sacrifice, where you hunt mages. So that's interesting. Very dark visual take, for sure. Very reminiscent of Dragon Age, which did a phenomenal job of demonizing mages. the game does look visually pretty cool, but at the same time, it's still very Metroidvania.
Yeah, it's neat. I mean, the thing originally heralded itself as a 2D Dark Souls,
Yes.
which I heard was decent. I heard it was fine, and I even almost got the thing, but honestly, I didn't care for the art aesthetic.
Yeah.
I don't know if they changed anything with this one, maybe just subtly, because it still looks pretty familiar, but this one I don't seem to mind as much. It looks pretty cool. I don't know if I'd try it, because I'm not going to lie, I tried a few Dark Souls side-scrolling slashers or whatever, and they're really hard and kind of frustrating.
I've been out of the... I admit, I have been out of the side-scrolling venture of gaming for a long time now. Other than like Mario, I really haven't been into it.
Not into Castlevania.
No. There hasn't been a Castlevania in
What
years.
about Metroid? No, you play the originals.
Oh, I'm not saying, I don't enjoy those. I really do. But at the same time, I just haven't had the drive or the want to play it. Ever since I think games like Terraria came out, I really just kind of left that kind of space because I knew that's what a lot of people were basing it off of.
Yeah.
Everything turned into like, I don't know. It all started to feel like Terraria, and I was just like, I just don't care,
Yeah.
So, and I don't know if that was because of the success of Terraria and those kind of style of games, but I mean, like,
They definitely play a role, and to be fair, these game devs.
Hollow Knight, yeah. I mean, I want to play a good one.
Hollow Knight is a good one for sure. I'm afraid Hollow Knight is it's a really cool thing, but it's so easy to see other shinier things nearby. Where it's like, hey, this is really cool if you put up your blinders and you don't see all the cool games on your shelf that you should be playing right now, and you're like, yeah, this is awesome. And I'm not gonna lie, I have enjoyed it. I found every excuse not to go back to it, despite really enjoying it. You know? And I even turn it on occasionally. I'm like, I have no idea where I am. The map is almost useless.
Yes.
The map doesn't show you where you are. It just gives you a map.
The last side-scroller...
I think I'm here.
The last side-scroller I played was Carrion. And
that was a unique one.
Yeah, it was interesting, but at the same time,
I enjoyed that. I forced myself to finish that one.
Bonnie says, "Oh, trust me, Hollow Knight is shiny enough." He said, "I don't really like Metroidvanias." He said, I really dislike Metroid."
What?
I liked Metroid. I liked Castlevania. I don't trust that any of these games are going to be worth my time. I think when the indie market started to explode, I stopped trusting.
That's the word right there. It's like, do I trust this is going to be the level of quality that I've come to expect?
Yes.
In a game, like just in like the classics or whatever.
And that's the other thing. You know for a fact that you can whip out.
You can whip out those original games.
24. I bet you can whip out 24 indie side scrollers right now. Like we've seen over the last number of E3s.
I put back that indie side-scrolling Terraria-style Pokemon game. Oh boy, was that so boring!
Which one is that?
It's interesting. It's like, hey, you have your family's guardian animal, and you get to pick them, and they're like based on elements. You can pick your starter or whatever, essentially. So it's like, oh, this is like a
not Pokemon.
It really is though. But you're side-scrolling. You run into a slime, and you're like, oh, battle! Your guardian comes forward, and then you're stopped. You're like, choose an attack. It's blah. It's like,
I don't care.
Yeah, it's like, I just want to pass the slime. I turned it off real fast.
We have the official announcement for 2 Point Campus. This was leaked a number of days ago.
Yeah, by Microsoft themselves.
Yes, apparently it will arrive in 2022. I never played 2 Point Hospital, which is a popular version of the series. Getting off
For some reason, that thing is really popular. You standing?
Yeah, I'm going to stand.
Oh, you're standing. Okay.
I'm going to stand. Oh, I can't stand. I don't have the camera set right.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry, guys.
Well, I don't know, these 2 Point Hospital games, I keep hearing them referred to, but and then I look at the visual of it, like just their cover graphic, I'm like, what is this? This thing looks like a dollar bin game, and it seems to be really popular, and I don't know why. I'm sure a YouTuber picked it up or something.
Yes.
And it exploded.
Yes. Apparently it's got a lot of history. Legend says, I've not played Metroid, I want to though. He said, if you have access to the NES and Super NES Metroids through Nintendo Switch Online, yes, you could probably do that.
Yeah, that'll also let you save.
I don't recommend NES Metroid. It's not that
really hard.
great. It's really hard. It's a cool game if you like NES games. But at the same
how
time,
about you give the mandatory tip that you can't read out of the booklet? It was in the user guide for the thing. If you come to a red door that you can't shoot to unlock it or whatever, and then you can try your missiles and it just dinks off, you're supposed to hit it 5 times despite the fact it does a little dink like it didn't do anything.
Yeah,
and then it opens the door.
you know,
Which was in the instruction manual, which was lost 30 years ago.
Legend says, I do. Now that you remind me, I have tried original Metroid. It did not get far. A lot of people just get stuck at that red door because the game does not in any way tell you you're just supposed to shoot not 1, but 5 rockets at the door. Then it'll open.
And sometimes it's like you only have 5. So it's
Yeah.
like, I'm not going to waste all my ammo when the first 3 shots didn't do anything.
Yes.
Here's my recommendation. Try Super Metroid.
Yeah.
Super Metroid, okay, if you didn't
I
know,
never
Chuck,
played Super Metroid.
here's the thing. It plays exactly like Metroid Fusion.
That's right.
Exactly like
Well,
it. I'm
Metroid
like,
Fusion's
wow,
phenomenal.
This is exactly what I wanted.
Metroid Fusion is phenomenal. So
Yeah. There's Metroid Zero Mission on the GBA, which is going to be way harder
Pretty
to get
good.
your hands on, but if
it's
you
not
can,
as good
it's
as
awesome.
I don't think it's as
Metroid
good
Fusion
as
I personally
Fusion, but
love. I think a lot of classic fans will vehemently disagree. Don't care.
Nope, don't care.
I know what I
Fusion
enjoy.
Fusion is best.
But yeah, try Super Metroid if you can. The original Metroid was way back in the day. It's 30 years old, okay, this year.
I want to play. I want to beat the original Metroid, and I think I got somewhat far, but like the game has so many actual issues from its era where like there's so much
Save
farming,
the
you lose
frames?
HP.
Save the frames.
Do we drop frames?
Are we dropping frames?
No, I don't think so.
Maybe it's a reference to what he's talking about.
Maybe he said no matter what you do, if you play Super Metroid, you will make sure to kill the animals. I'll definitely try Super, and I might try the Metroid trilogy at some point. Yeah, if they ever release it.
Metroid
cool.
Prime?
Yeah, Metroid Prime trilogy.
Those games are different, but please consider it. Give it a try. Those are definitely not the Metroids I'm talking about, which is fine, but people like them.
Yeah.
I'll admit, that first Metroid Prime was real slow. I never actually personally beat it, which I feel bad about, but I got so bored. So bored looking around the same ruins environment. God, I hate that. You got
That's the
sci-fi
game.
and space alien ruins. It's like, and by ruins, I mean like Egyptian ruins. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's kind of boring environments.
So there was more things. There was a lot of things revealed. At
Leave that
this.
to the Tomb Raiders.
Escape from Tarkov is getting a new area in the game. I know people really enjoy that. I don't know how I feel about it.
Nuke.
When I was
Hi
watching
and
it,
goodbye. Nice to
Nuke,
see you.
how do you do?
We'll
I
be
must
here
go,
all
but
week,
hi.
Nuke.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. This is the first day of E3, so E3 coverage starts
It's
now.
Game Fest. Thank you.
Yes, it is.
Game Fest.
Escape from Tarkov. I've seen a lot of people really enjoy it. From what I've been visually seeing, it looks a lot like what I wish the Division 2 was going to be. Remember when they initially showed off the Division 2?
No.
They made it look like you and your party were going to be going around like live zones and that kind of thing
Like
against other, live areas and that kind of thing. And they talked about, the dark zones and all that.
Yeah.
This game looks like it's similar to that original design. But I don't know. I haven't seen enough of the game other than the fact that I know people really enjoy it. So I know people are really excited about that.
Yeah, I saw it. Honestly, I am currently craving any alternative to Call of Duty because of the route they're going down. And I'm not dissing Call of Duty. If you like Call of Duty, that's perfectly fine. I'm just really disappointed with all the microtransactions and whatever, and the fact that they are cramming Warzone down anyone's throat they can see. Which, Jesus, I just don't have fun with Battle Royale. So with that being their literally primary focus, I just don't care at this point. So seeing this Escape from Tarkov looks just like a Modern Warfare campaign or just online match or whatever, I'm like, yeah, this looks awesome.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, they might say, hey, play Siege. But that's also a good point.
You know what's funny? The more I think about, with Warzone and that kind of thing, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of. I just want to play, traditional Call of Duty Online.
You know what I want to do? That Tarkov, it's giving me vibes of Destiny when you just go with a party, going through like a level-like zone kind of thing,
Yeah.
go through and have some fun with your bros and everything. And that sounds like fun to me. Where it's like, Siege, it's like, it's a focused match.
Yes,
Call of
it is.
Duty's online team deathmatch, it's a focused match, which is fine. I do enjoy it to some degree. I would like an excuse to just go in with friends, screw around, and, I don't know, try and escape from Tarkov.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's nice. Monty said, you can always join me, Nuke, AG Star, and Chuck in Overwatch.
I know. I'm kind of sad. I'm kind of sad. I'm glad. I'm actually glad that everyone's having fun, but I'm actually kind of sad because it's like
I think you would enjoy it.
I know it's fine. I've played Overwatch. I've played it, and it's like
he hasn't really played it.
No, I have. I understand the strategy. I'm not elite sniper with. I'm not a elite sniping head popper.
You don't have to.
Okay. No, I played support roles. Thank you. I played a pally tank. Favorite role.
That's just hit scan is the head poppers. Don't play hit scan.
Oh my god.
Play beam.
Oh my god. Whatever.
Anyway, all right. Let me keep going here. What was I gonna say about this? I was gonna say something about it.
Tarkov or the next thing?
Bonnie said you don't have to.
I can
that's what
consider
I'm
it. I might
saying.
jump in if I ever see you guys and I have spare time. But man, do I hope something else comes out.
Dude, we get a 5-stack going. Next game is 5-stack.
I'm
5
glad.
people, that's it.
I'm
It's
glad.
gonna be great. We're gonna have a whole 5-stack team. We're gonna get wrecked. But the more you play, the more they match you with players of your skill level, especially in like a group. So we can just like get competitively like ranked together and see what happens.
I think I'm starved for new experiences right now, and specifically Overwatch is one where it's like you always go into the same maps. You can technically
It's
do
Call
different
of Duty
things.
Online. It's Call of Duty Online is what it is. It's just an
I
online
know.
game you play over and over again.
No, I know. Like I said, I'm starved for new experiences, and that's my problem. Is that I tried Siege. I don't think it was for me. I'm not very good at it. Tried
Yeah.
Call of Duty. It's getting really annoying with them cramming the thing down.
You know what I was thinking?
What?
I was thinking about like they showed some actual Warzone here, and I don't think I have. I don't think I see anything for. Okay, they talked about some stuff with Warzone and that kind of thing. But the more I'm starting to think about it, I'm starting to think, as much as I want to play the online, they showed off some new modes and that kind of thing. 2v2, 6v6, blah blah blah.
Did you see all those things?
Yeah,
I
they're
think
showing
that's
it off for Warzone.
I think that in particular is what they're doing with Battlefield. Because they said
Yes.
there's no Warzone mode.
Yes.
There's
no
no Battle
Battle
Royale. They said there's no campaign, which, I mean, it's fine. It's like, whatever. I never played a Battlefield game for its campaign. I know some people do, and that's fine.
Thank you, Mondu. He says, there's like 10 more maps and twice the characters since the last time you played, Nick.
I bet there's 6 more maps.
That's probably
And I'm-
closer to true.
Yeah.
There probably is like 10 more characters, though.
I don't know about that.
I'm just messing. I know you
I don't
played.
know who
have you
cares.
played Echo ever?
Yes. Echo the flying robot, yes.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
awesome.
Echo.
So if you've played Echo, then you've
Moria, Batiste, the
you've
roller rat, the roller rat hamster. Yeah, I played with a lot of these characters.
We're just gonna drag you into playing someday. It's okay.
I think maybe I'll consider rejoining with Overwatch 2. I think that'll be the time I can consider jumping in. There's going to be a new experience there. Obviously, it's going to have some of the original stuff there, or whatever. I don't know what they're doing, but whatever, it's fine. I also hate hipfire shooters, which is what Overwatch pretty much is. And the characters who can aim down sight, it's not the tightest. Maybe it's tight for a mouse, but not a controller.
Yeah, that's literally there's no characters that aim down sight except for Ana.
They got the cowboy.
Widow. He doesn't aim down sight.
No, the cowboy.
No, McCree does not aim down sight.
The one with the robot.
What?
The one with the robot who throws dynamite, he's like, bow, and you shoot it.
Oh, Ash. Yeah, you're right. Ash.
Yeah,
Ash,
she aims.
Yeah, she does aim down sight. You're totally right. In fact, you might enjoy playing her a lot.
I can try it.
So, I was thinking about Warzone, and I started to realize I was like, you know what? Maybe with these new modes, maybe this is the game I need to turn on when my random friend is like, "Hey, we should play games," and it's like we have nothing to play. Maybe
If they
that's
have
what it
literally
needs to be.
any other mode other than just Battle Royale, I would have a blast. I'd be fine. I just don't care about spending 40 minutes trying to get shot at 4th place.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's just not very fun. I even won one. I won the Battle Royale once, and it was like, it was an awesome moment.
Monty says you guys
Why
are
don't
always
we
talking
tell
about
them?
new experiences, echoing echoing a bit of soup here, Rainbow Six.
And that's fair. I do want to try Rainbow Six. I personally want to.
Actually, I want to show you some. I want to show
I
you
did
something
try that.
that.
This is part of the news. You delving elsewhere?
Yeah, let's.
Oh, I watched this trailer. I did watch this. This thing was crazy.
Yeah, let's delve into this really quick because I don't know what's going on.
Is audio gonna kill us?
Am I in mobile?
It does look like a mobile one, but it's fine. This is really clean. It's open for us. This is good.
So we did get the actual reveal for Battlefield 2042.
Are we just rolling into the show?
What this? Okay, I don't know.
What? Oh, it's zoomed in from the chat. Did you open the chat?
No, you zoomed in my Chrome in general.
Oh.
All right, so we did get the reveal, the official reveal for Battlefield 2042, and let me say this game looks lit.
Yeah?
I'm
You excited too?
I'm actually really excited about this. Now, I didn't get.
I was so excited. This is what I meant by starved for different experiences, because it's like I want to try something else. I've always wanted to play a Battlefield game. I have a hard time. It's like, how many times have you heard us complain? It's like you spawn in, you run like for a good 40 seconds, get shot, start back at the beachhead. It's like, God, I gotta run again?
Yes.
Just constantly, you're running.
You just get a vehicle. What do you mean? The other 32 players took them.
Sure. It's like, hey, you want to play that jet? It's like, well, there were 7 people camping it to get it, which is fine. It's like, whatever.
Bonnie said you can get Battlefield 4 for free if you have Amazon Prime. Yes.
I have a couple copies of Battlefield 4 at this point.
I think what definitely got me excited. This is a gruesome trailer for the record. Like, there's just people getting dropped left and right. But what really got me excited.
It's going to
Thank you for that. What really got me excited, though, was this quote. Okay.
The tornado? I'm kidding.
No. This is from,
just on the ice development.
This is from one of the developers. His name is Berlin. I can't
That's
remember.
a name.
I don't remember who he is.
Look at this battle tank.
I don't remember who he is. All I know is he has some kind of official capacity, and what he said was important. Come on, load.
Yeah, what did he say?
Okay.
Look at some rocket launch. I'm like, yeah. It's like, why? Who cares?
I love how they transitioned between the maps too. Like they're showing each map, and then they do a hard transition, and then it's all right next map, and then they're showing.
Look at this thing.
Activity.
It's all eaten by a desert storm.
Yeah.
That's fun. A sandstorm.
This is probably the worst part of the trailer, though. It's easily the most annoying. But they're trying to simulate what could happen.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. Oh, they definitely did.
They
like,
cheesed
hey,
me off
this
immediately with this because it was like, oh.
They're showing the bananas crazy thing because these are real things that have happened in the games.
And they continuously show that kind of thing off. But here was the part that got me excited. This is a quote from one of the devs here. He said, Battle Royale is definitely something that is exceptionally popular right now. We don't have any Battle Royale planned at this point.
Thank you.
We do have other experiences within the game that we can't talk about, which we are super excited for.
Squeak.
There's also another... It was also about... Yeah, they just... And I love this because it's like, that's nonsense. It's complete nonsense.
It's bananas, but
that's exactly what happens in those kind of games.
Yes.
And
they just had to cameo this in here.
I think in addition to this, okay, that I was particularly excited about is just the fact that they said there's no single player. And there's no Battle Royale. And I'm like, you're just speaking to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I am so happy you're thrilled about this.
Yeah, I know.
Because I've been holding in the hype for this thing.
No, I'm thinking about picking up a copy for sure this time.
Yeah. And it's future. Yeah, just a little future. I'm fine with it. We got the robot dogs.
Yes. It's not too much. It's not quite too far over.
You see what this is? They're literally making Advanced Warfare when Call of Duty was like, no, we killed that. They're literally making Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, and I'm very excited about that. I'm far more excited about this than whatever World War II game Call of Duty's making right now.
I'm not gonna, when I heard this thing was future, even modern, and then they said there was no Battle Royale, I was like, well, I'm sold. But I was like, now I don't really care about whatever Call of Duty is releasing. I'm actually sold.
Yeah.
Even though, obviously, there's some bananas. Look at him going in this tiny delivery cart thing.
Go, go, go.
Like,
the best part is, okay, especially at this point, right in the trailer here. Let's see. Okay, they're sitting there. Oh, no. Look at they're driving on the ground. Oh, I love this. It's just complete nonsense. I mean, I'm a big fan.
Now, can you imagine, though? It's like, it is a Battlefield thing. They normally have their open maps and craziness. It's like, now they literally have that in the middle of the map.
Well, you can
Like,
tell
that's
that there's some
bananas.
environmental things going on for sure because we did see, the sandstorm that had overtaken the entire desert.
Yeah, they said this is a world in an environmental crisis is what's going on. It's the setting here, which is why you're seeing crazy crime.
I love that they only give us till 2042 to figure out the world environmental crisis here.
Oh yeah, we're done.
So we're gonna see a gameplay reveal June 13th.
There's a lot of dislikes on this, but there's a bonanza load of likes.
I can see why people would be a little.
Yeah, when you say, hey, there's no battle royale or no campaign. No campaign is a big one for classic fans or whatever. But
Yes.
no battle royale, I'd imagine a lot of new fans of battle royale are probably disappointed. They're like, what? Why?
Yeah, and I mean, for me, that's one of the biggest selling points for the game. Mondi said to also go grab Control from Epic Game Store. If that's true, that'd be awesome. Now, it does say gameplay reveal for June 13th. EA is not showing up at E3. They're going to be doing an EA Play later this summer. This kind of points to, and we kind of saw this earlier. Let me go ahead and show you guys this. For starters, as far as I remember...
Hey guys, Genshin Impact is free right now on the Epic Game Store. It's right next to Control, but it's like, it's free. It's like, it's always free, guys. It's fine. What you
I
doing?
don't know how I feel about that. We did have this earlier this week where they were teasing this and people were like, "Oh, yo, this is Battlefield,"
Yeah.
and this was indeed Battlefield. So
I
based on
saw
the June
pretty
13th
early. People were saying Battlefield 2042, and
Yes.
I didn't know where they got that number. I was like, "Is this actually future?" Because now I'm real hype.
Well, 1942 versus 2042.
Yeah,
it
it's a good
made
idea.
sense because it was a modern day version of it. But at the same time, okay, we know that Microsoft was the one, they were teasing this. They were teasing this bad boy a little bit before the official thing, the official Battlefield account.
Yeah.
And on top of that, a gameplay reveal is planned for June 13th, which sounds like it's going to be at the Microsoft show conference.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm kind of expecting
I
to see a
did
bit
hear
of
mention. It's like, did they get an exclusivity deal or something, or like some early releases or special things or whatever? I'm curious. I'm curious if there's anything like that, and I think you're just right. I think you're definitely right of it. It's just going to be shown at the Microsoft one, which is
Yes.
awesome. That's fine.
just grabbing Control for free. I don't even know if my PC can run it. Yeah.
Just get it.
Just get it.
Oh, another vouch for new Genesis PSO2. It's keeping me from playing Genshin Impact. Because at some point,
I mean,
if the other one dies, I'm going to jump ship to the other one.
all right, grab my Genshin Impact.
It's always free. Genshin Impact is a free
Install
game.
failed. I didn't ask you to install anything. Oh, you don't click get? It's
Get.
free. Get.
Am I supposed to hit get? It's always free. It's 100% off 0%.
Yo. We got ourselves.
I guess you put it in the library.
Yeah, I don't know. Install. No, just put it in the library. Alright, well, I don't give a rat's about Genshin Impact, admittedly, but who knows? Maybe I'll want it one day, maybe. But now that I've clicked the free button, I can just go ahead and go to my library instead of locating it in the store.
I'd play it on my PS4, honestly. That's where I was playing on it. I have it installed technically. I've never turned it on. I don't even know what the game looks like other than Breath of the Wild. Gotcha. So-
Amuse Fuse! How you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hey! That's a fun name.
It is. It is a fun name.
Huh, I like that.
So, we did get the Battlefield reveal. I don't know if they say the release date.
They got a gameplay reveal at very least, so we'll see more. So that's cool.
It's like, no. I'm pretty sure the release date has already been announced. I'm not sure. We'll keep going, though. They showed some more gameplay, or they showed what was it, like a gameplay trailer for Back 4 Blood, which was kind of cool.
They sure did. And then they had this other one.
Yeah, this is a really cool game here. They're not going to show me anything.
That looks like it. That's
Okay,
a
here we
trailer.
go.
You just hit the play button. It's fine.
Sorry guys about the audio. All right, so we did get a fun trailer. This game is called the Anna Cruz.
Look at the guns. It looks like my power drill from the 60s over there, doesn't it?
It does. So the game kind of takes on. It's a 4-player co-op.
This guy, he
shooter.
throws grenade, doesn't shoot at the crowd at all.
No, he wanted to watch
Crowd
it
of
happen.
alien zombinoids.
Right now, the alien monster things look atrocious.
Yeah, they really look bananas.
They're just basically replacements for bad zombies. But at the same time, as a 4-player co-op mess around game, the game actually looks kind of cool, and you can
It
tell
looks like
they're
Left 4
kinda
Dead.
Well, yeah, it's a bit Left 4 Dead, and at the same time, it looks like they're
Look at
stealing
all the
aesthetic
style in
from
that.
Deathloop.
It looks so cool.
I know.
I'm not gonna. I can
Especially the
see
weapons,
the
they look
jank
amazing.
in this game a little bit. Okay, I can tell this is a bit of a smaller title, but
Yeah.
it looks so cool.
It's coming to Game Pass. I think
Oh, yeah.
exclusively or something like that.
It's coming to
to
Xbox,
and Game Pass.
Xbox, and PC.
Yeah. So there's some kind of Microsoft exclusivity with this.
It looks cool.
I wonder when it's releasing because at the
Okay,
same
wait,
time.
wait. Less than 12 people. So we're just a few months away. The studio is now up to around 21 people, with the release just a few months away. So I don't know if they said the release date, but they're saying that it's relatively soonish. It did look fun.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but the game does look really it looks kind of like it does look like an indie mess, but at the same time, it's like all right, but it's 4-player co-op screw around, so
Yeah,
I don't know if I
it's
care.
like that dinosaur extinction game. What?
Yeah.
What is that one we were trying to play?
Second Extinction, or
Extinction,
is
yeah.
that what it is?
I don't know what it is. It's on Game Pass or whatever. We tried to play it. It was bananas. It ran like hot garbage on the day one Xbox.
Mess. It looks great on Series X.
But it was a little fun to play.
Yeah.
So and
Until it crashes.
And that's all I'd expect out of this game, and that's fine by me.
Yes. Legend says the animation looks really meh to me. I
Yes.
totally agree.
Yes.
Like this, yeah, I agree, Mondi. The xenomorph zombies look kind of rough. I completely agree.
Ark? Not Ark. We didn't play Ark.
Second Extinction. All right, what was it? It was something Second Extinction.
I know. I can't tell what it is.
I can't remember.
But whatever. It was okay. A lot of this thing released to Game Pass recently, and a lot of streamers were picking up and trying it. So if you
even
watch a
good.
few different streamers or whatever, they probably played it in a group setting with some other people or whatever.
Yes.
And you shoot like dinosaurs. It's like you go down on a dinosaur planet. You have these different class character things or whatever. I don't know. It was okay. It was a little janky. You shoot them with a shotgun, the things would go barreling back into the air and stuff. It was
Peggy.
bananas.
Oh
Wow,
my goodness,
Peggy.
I'm so sorry.
Boop.
Uh,
And what do we got here?
Cool. So we have a Tales of Arise gameplay trailer. Looking pretty cool. It's been a long time since I played a Tales game. I played Tales of Symphonia, which is pretty much the only
And
Tales game I
admittedly,
played.
this visual style is very much different from the traditional Tales games we played.
Yes, gameplay in quotes. That's the fun thing about those games is they always look like they're made in engine.
Yeah, that's fair.
But at the same time, like this game visually looks amazing. They have a little bit of gameplay in here and that kind of thing. I'm excited to play this one. I played Symphonia and I tried Symphonia 2, but the voice acting, the voice actors are gone.
I tried a few
the
of them.
writing is the worst I've ever seen. The game is just an absolute nightmare. I could not play it. I'll never know what happens to the heroes of the first game. Just
No, huh?
disgraced, really, with the trailer for the second game. But this game looks visually phenomenal, so I'm really excited about it. I wonder when we get release. September 10th. Ooh, I'm excited.
That's a great slot for something like that.
It is, and I'm super excited. September 10th. Like, yes, please. Yes, please. Azran, how you doing?
Azran.
He says, I'm caught
Welcome.
up. Welcome to the show,
Hey.
Azran. If you just got done watching the Summer Games News, I mean, what did I say?
Wow. Wow.
Oh, yeah, thank you so much for the sub.
Hey,
I'm working on the
thank
subscribe thingies. I was working on it, and
He was
got
working
kicked out
very
of the,
hard.
I got kicked out of the thing. Thank you so much for the subscribe. I got
do
kicked out of the
appreciate
thing. Yeah. It was-
You did get kicked out of the thing, huh?
I got kicked out of the thing. I was really disappointed with that. But that being said, some other stuff is a little bit.
You know, it is
Better.
about 5, so I guess soon we'll be rolling into our standard show.
True.
What are you
Absolutely.
resizing?
Don't worry about it. No one has to know.
Well, no one can see it either.
There we go.
But yeah, I don't know. Tales of Arise. I mean,
Azran, how are you doing?
I'm
Did you
fine.
enjoy the show? Did you watch the Summer Games News?
yeah. What was your impressions? Was it Summer Games News? Was it Summer Games Fest?
What
Summer
do you
Game
guys
Fest.
think?
Without the S.
amused. Did you watch it? I mean, my favorite part definitely was Elden Ring being revealed. As a Dark Souls fan,
I hate
I'm
to say that,
super
though.
excited about it. I know it feels like I'm just making the most cop-out choice of all
Yeah, it's
time.
like, yeah, Elden Ring, like everyone's saying. It's like,
Everybody's Elden Ring hard.
I'll say I was not in the slightest hyped for Elden Ring until this trailer they showed at the ending. And like I said, it's not even the visuals that were blowing me away. It's the environmental detail. It's in the actions. It's in the flow. It's in the movement. It's straight up a Dark Souls game. You're looking at it. You're looking at a Dark Souls game right there. And, I mean, even looking at it, I'm not seeing a Bloodborne game right there. That's straight up Dark Souls, if I ever saw it. And they're talking about all this lore and stuff. I'm like, I'm not going to lie. The lore of Dark Souls is pretty convoluted and told through items in your inventory. So,
It's pretty meh.
this may as well be a Dark Souls sequel.
Yeah.
It's fine by me.
Yeah.
Whatever lore is here, it's fine. That could be canon too.
Some of the enemy design and that kind of thing just looks absolutely
They
phenomenal.
looked amazing. Like, holy cow. But whatever. That's Elden Ring. Like I said, I hate to say it. It's like, yeah, I was blown away by Elden Ring.
Yeah.
So
And
generic.
They did show some stuff for Overwatch 2. I don't even know why they showed up for this. It was like
He got little tiny reveal things. That's all he did. He
I
peppered
think-
them in there.
that's the thing. I think they just showed up. I think because they were asked to. I'm not confident like they were
Look,
we're
he
s-
goes to them and he's like, can you show literally anything? It could be even just a little peek at the update. It could be
Yes.
something. You know, it's like, I guess we could show you a skin or something.
Yeah, so
like,
they
here
show
you
off
go.
Batissa's new look for Overwatch 2. Looking cool.
Oh, I love your visor, bro.
He's got his dance. Yeah, and then on top of that, they went ahead and they showed off new Sombra. I think she looks worse than the current game, to be honest, but
Oh.
she's fine. Doesn't really matter. I wasn't impressed with Overwatch 2 showing up at all. It's kind of like, who cares?
Chuck's a massive Overwatch fan for anyone in chat who doesn't know. So,
I don't know if it's my favorite game of all time or my number 2. I think it's my number 1. I'm not sure.
what's it competing with?
Persona 5,
Okay, fair enough.
which is hard
Fair
to
enough.
compete with.
That's a... Huh. Why didn't you get that? Why didn't you get like an Overwatch logo there, you know?
Oh,
You should have considered that.
well, I want the mask and everything. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
But I want
Is
it, but I
up
want
there?
it,
It's
but
not
I
up
want
there.
it
We need to get back
ripping
up there.
off and blood flying everywhere. You know what I mean?
No. No. We can't do that.
I miss Jeff so much for Overwatch. I do too. I miss Jeff as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he did a phenomenal job with Overwatch 1, so it's like, all right, go ahead with Overwatch 2. Let somebody else take over.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm afraid that when I jump back into Overwatch 2, like jump back into Overwatch and I jump in with Overwatch 2, everyone's gonna be like, yeah, it's gone. It's gone. It's not the same without Jeff.
Yeah, better. I actually got to see the gameplay for it, and Overwatch 2 looks equally fantastic, even with the one tank thing. It just looks like they kept.
I'm not gonna lie. The one tank thing sounds way more exciting.
Yeah.
That sounds exciting.
Well, they talked about it for like support. They don't have to focus on 2 different tanks more. So it's like, hey, we're gonna keep the tank up, and then it's kind of versus one can take care of DPS.
you
or
think
something.
it'll be
one can-
impossible to get a tank roll? I feel like those slots would be limited pretty quickly.
Well, that's good because it's one of the least played. It's actually the least played role.
Is it really?
Yes, no kidding. It's the least played role. You will always have a match if you Q tank. Same with support, but now there's only one tank slot, so that should help a little.
Who's the one with the shield?
Reinhardt?
The other one?
Brigitte?
Is she support or tank?
She's support.
Okay, fine.
But
whatever.
she's also a nightmare. So
She's a nightmare.
yeah, she's scary.
Okay.
Azran said there was one indie game coming to PC and Xbox that looked pretty good. Planet of Lara.
Hey, yeah, that was mentioned.
Where did we see that?
We did see
we got
that.
there yet?
Let's see. We haven't passed it, I don't think.
Oh, it was actually
Okay.
next in line. Oh, well, what do you know?
It was. Look at that. Boop.
I remember seeing this one, and I didn't.
This is why you
I didn't
control
enjoy
plus
it.
zoom.
It's legitimately not responding.
There, click on the page. Boop, 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 boop. There you go. Whoa, that looked great.
It went full mobile. Okay.
That's fine. Oh, this is great.
So they did show this game. I remember nothing. Monty said 11 out of 10 on the art style. I admit, I feel the character design is lame.
Yeah, I
Everything
like
else
the
I
art
liked.
style.
I didn't like the cat thing, and I don't like the boy.
The character models don't match the art style.
That's what it feels like.
It's like they're doing like a 7 out of 10 for character design and an 11 out of 10 for environment.
Yes. Yeah,
That's what it feels like.
And that's not an insult on the game. The game does look really
No,
good.
it's awesome.
I just wasn't a fan of that. So we'll see how it goes. I want to see a little bit more because I don't remember.
Yeah, it was also a side-scroller game, so it's
Hooray!
like they're doing great with the shadows. Chuck and I were talking when we were watching. It's like,
adventure.
yeah, it's like Limbo and
Inside.
Inside.
Got it.
Thank you,
Nailed it.
nailed it.
Yeah, it looks very much like Inside. It looks very much like Limbo. So I'm guessing that's what this game is.
I mean, if it isn't, it's certainly inspired. Dang, look at that. That looked visually pleasing.
Planet
Is
of
what that thing
Lana?
looked like.
An Off-Earth Odyssey. I'll give you props for that. I like that. Beautiful environment.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Screenshot. That's when you nail it. Boop. You grab that screen.
Beautiful.
Look at that thing.
2022 wish list now. I do remember seeing that. I was like, okay. We'll
I love the wish list now thing. It's like it's like Steam will handle when to tell you when this is happening. Just go wish list. That's fine. Put it in the
Yes.
backlog. It's fine. Just add it.
He said, Aswin said, I saw the art style and my first thought was, this isn't on Switch. Looks too good. No, he said, and I was right. That's unfortunate reality indeed. I still, to this day, I will keep saying it. You've never been in a better position to buy an original Xbox One. Not a
Oh,
1S.
Jesus, yeah.
You could buy a 1S. I think, are those discless? Are those only discless?
The 1S is discless, yeah. So it's an
You
all
can
digital
buy
console.
an original Xbox One like pretty cheap, like $200, maybe less than
No,
$200.
it'd probably be less at
180.
this point.
I bet 180. You go to like a GameStop or something, and you've
Go buy
got
that Game Pass.
like you pop Game Pass on there or whatever, and you're looking at a serious machine.
Yeah, you have all the Xbox exclusives, and then you have another 200 games on that
Yes.
list. It's like, oh, okay, I guess I'll play this now. It's like, okay, I'll just move on. I guess I'll play this.
Yeah.
If you have a friend who just doesn't care about their Xbox, it's like, hey, I'll buy it off you for $50.
I'll buy it off you for $100.
And then go pay for Game Pass. Cause
You buy it off for $100, pocket the extra 100 you could have spent on it, and then just load it into a year of Game Pass, and you're like loaded, man.
Yeah.
Loaded. So, let's see. Monty says you're going to dish out 300, or if you're going to dish out 300, might as well drop 200 more and get a Series X for that Blu-ray player.
The
Is it a
Xbox
4K?
One has a Blu-ray player.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Xbox One is a Blu-ray player. Like a 4K Blu-ray player for the Series X?
Because that's fair. Because also,
Yeah.
even the Xbox Series X and the Xbox or the Xbox One Series
S.
S. Yeah, the
And
Xbox
X.
One S. That one has a 4K Bluray player in it.
Yeah,
Doesn't
Xbox
output
One
games
X.
at 4K, but if you can get your hands on one of those, I think you're set.
I'm sorry. Azrael said if I'm going to drop 500, I'd rather a PlayStation 5, but I need the space
Boo.
and stock replenishment. Yes, you will need the space because
you
it's a honking huge boy.
I saw one of those at a store in a display. Kind of, they had it in the box. I'm like, oh, there it is. That's physical. It's like the entire top of that desk.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
man,
that's too big.
it's like a desk radiator.
Thing's a briefcase is what it is.
It is. A briefcase without the handle on it. As it
It's a
said, I got
briefcase,
a
not so
chuckle out of
brief.
Death Stranding, Metal Gear Solid references. We were poking that one, and it really did seem like Kojima was given like the A-OK, keep going with, or go ahead and make Metal Gear games, just treat it with love. So
Maybe that's what Konami's doing. They
Rated
said they
with
had
love.
nothing to show this year, but they're excited and they have things in the works. Like they were excited about it and stuff. They have big things, and maybe that was Kojima's nod to them because maybe he knows for sure they're definitely working on a Metal Gear right now, and he's saying, handle with care
yeah.
or with love rather. That was particular. It's like you don't
says,
print
to be
handle with
honest,
love on
that
the
felt more like a jab, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't think
I
so.
wasn't sure because that's what I was thinking too, and I still kind of think that as well. It's possible.
Yeah.
It's like if
I
that's
think
all he
it
can
was.
say.
I think it was a blessing, is what it was. You know what I mean?
I mean, think about it.
It was
It's
a
like,
blessing to proceed. Could you imagine? We don't know behind the scenes. It was like
We
maybe
know
they
it was
contacted
bad.
you and be like, "Hey, what do you think about this?"
Nah, they
know what I
probably
mean?
don't care. Remember, Jeff was on stage and he was in tears saying,
Yes.
Konami, let him receive his award and stuff." And yeah, So, and they've always been buddies. So it's like Monty's saying, that could have been a jab on one of the biggest stages. It's like, hey, hand it with love. This is fragile. Don't break it, guys. You know. So
Monty says the box is now empty and goes back onto the shelf.
He left the nest. The oranges are out of the box. They squeezed all they could out of that orange.
All right, guys. So in extreme excitement, we got another gameplay trailer for Dungeon. I'm sorry.
Oh, for the love of God! I'm so tired of seeing this game.
Got another trailer for Endless Dungeon.
I'm not dissing. I just don't care.
No,
I tried the demo on this actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
It looks incredibly boring. I just don't care. I saw this and I know what it is. The trailer I felt was weirdly done. The gameplay runs at 30 FPS and the transitions are at 60, so the video trailer's 60 FPS.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Back to 30. Anyway, besides the nitpicking, I'm just not interested in this game, and we saw this at the Game Awards, I believe.
For context, okay, for people who would be interested in this sort of game, it's an interesting roguelike group setting kind of thing where you go into
Not
rooms,
Diablo.
you set up like a tower defense, like you set up, and your turrets will come help you, and then as you clear it, you pack up, you move forward, you move into the ship, you set up, you get ready for another wave kind of thing, and you work forward and you work as a team. It sounds awesome. I am so tired
cool,
of
looks
isometric
worse.
games in particular. Like CRPG kind of isometric games and
It says
shmups.
endless meh. Legend says, I guess you can say the news for Endless Dungeon is endless. Yeah, it has
I'm
ceased.
not gonna lie. I played the demo 3 years ago. I saw the thing. I was like, "Oh, this looks cool." It intros. It has this little 3D rag, and then it goes boom. It smashes into the side of a derelict vessel, and you're stuck there. And you're like, "Oh shoot!" And you got to work your way through with your own troops and stuff. I'm like, "Oh, this is cool." And I tried. I was like, "This is not for me." It's like set up. I'm like,
More like shut
down.
down.
I'm just waiting to shoot things. It's like set up the crystal. I'm like, okay, and you like click on the node. It's like, okay, it sets up the crystal. It's like you can make a turret if you want. I'm like, okay, grab a turret, put it down. Waves come in. I'm like, I don't care.
I don't think you
Just
and I are
it's not
tower
for me.
defense players. The only
No.
tower defense game I played and really enjoyed was Plants vs. Zombies.
Starfax Guard.
No, no, not really.
That was a Five Nights at Freddy's game.
Yes, it
Essentially.
was. Kind of, yes. And then the bird comes around and he's like, I'm going to grab your camera and run off.
Yeah,
it's like,
that's
stop it. Stop it, you.
Oh my god.
All right, Nier Automata's 2B announced for Fall Guys. If you don't know what I said, that's okay, because you're not weeb enough to understand.
It's fine,
2B
but I'm
has now
why?
his costume in Fall Guys.
Just why? The visual director, even the creative director of Nier Automata. What are they thinking about this collab? When you see a bean dressed up as your fan servicey android, you know, and
Yes.
it's just a bean with these pointer shoes, like it's just running around and
Yes.
has the hair. I'm like, this is weird, guys, but whatever, sure, okay, it's fine. Get a collab with like, I don't know,
They're
get him
doing-
in a Vault Boy suit, you know.
Look, they're doing pretty good with the collabs, admittedly.
No, they're doing fine. They're doing fine. I'm all the good to them. Don't care. I got bored of Fall Guys pretty quick.
Legend says the OG Plants vs. Zombies is such a classic. I love it so much. It is absolutely phenomenal. I love it.
I think I played it in the last 3 months, actually. I turned that thing on. I was on the pool backyards. I'm like, yes. Ooh,
They
Far
had
Cry
an-
6.
They had an interview for Far Cry 6 that really didn't do anything. I think they're going to be showing more at Ubisoft Forward.
No, it did
obviously.
something for me. Because I was seeing him and seeing all the passion and the care that the voice actor had, which the voice actor is no small person. I can't say that name. It ends with Esposito. I can't say his first name. G-I-A...
Juan Carlo Esposito.
Okay. Well, he talks about his character, the role he plays and everything, and it sounds like he really cares about it. It didn't sound like he was selling Far Cry 6. He was selling the character.
I think
is so
one
exciting.
of the things that I'm enjoying seeing more in gaming and that kind of thing is seeing the passion of the actors as well. This is something I saw with like Overwatch a lot, where you had the voice actors and they really enjoyed it. Like you could tell they were having fun and there was a lot of passion behind that game. And seeing more of the voice actors and that kind of thing, I think that's something that is so weirdly
Absent?
Yeah, like, okay, with movies and TV, like, you see famous actors come on, and it's like, they come up, they're so famous, blah, 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 there's these lights are flashing with photography and all this
That guy's
nonsense.
famous. I think
Okay,
he's pretty famous.
He is pretty famous, yes. And, you know, like, they don't barely get to talk. Now you see them, like, coming out on, like, social media, and they're just getting flamed or risen up by their fans, you know, take your pick, okay?
Sure.
But then in the game industry, it's like, you know, a lot of the actors and that kind of thing, it's like, well, you know, a lot of actors in movies and that kind of thing, of course they're a fan of movies, okay? Like, everybody likes movies. But the passion behind gaming and that kind of thing is just a different world than, like, the traditional sense of being a fan of a TV show or a movie and that kind of thing.
Right.
And you see that passion in the game industry, and you become... There's a lot of personalities in the industry, and I feel like voice actors have this ability to step forward now.
Yeah.
And
sure.
kind of build themselves an audience, because, you know, when you see him, like, passionate about his character, it's like, if you see any voice actor passionate about their acting and that kind
Seeing
of thing.
his passion about this character that he's playing, it's like, that sold me on Far Cry 6 right there.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I bought it for the deals, for the pre-order bonus of the little dog with the wheels and the hot print on the side of it. Okay, and the disc launcher, you know, that's fun. But no, I'm not going to lie. It's like, I was like, all right, I'm going to buy this. You know, I like Far Cry games. I love the concept. I love how gray the story angle is and how the different directions you can take it. And I saw this guy's thing. I'm like, shoot, man, I'm hyped.
So, I mean, like, number one, I already like Esposito already. Like, he's phenomenal in Breaking Bad. I haven't finished it. I need to do that. He's phenomenal in The Mandalorian. And now he's, you know, antagonist, protagonist, I don't know what he is. For Far Cry 6.
Don't call him a villain.
I didn't call him a villain.
He said
I said antagonist, protagonist. I wasn't sure. Anyway, but yeah, no, like, him being in it already, like, makes Far Cry 6 kind of look amazing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I've seen no gameplay for this game. I don't know if it's gonna be good or not.
They had a gameplay reveal.
I'm not seeing any gameplay. I'm seeing, like, Call of Duty trailer style stuff, and it's like, I don't know what's gameplay and what's. What is it? You doing that? I don't.
They showed a recent trailer, which I avoided because I don't care, because I'm gonna play it, you know.
Yes.
Although you did mention something interesting about this. Okay.
Go ahead.
Like, we're seeing this voice actor and seeing all his passion and care for the character and stuff, and you can hear it in the role, in the speaking and everything, and clearly the voice actor, you know, speaking so much high accolades about it. Not even about the game, but about the character he's playing.
Yes.
You know. And I noticed you mentioned, okay, initially with like the English voice acting.
Yes.
Okay. And when they have to, like, redub over a character or something, and it's like, it's always like, sometimes it's half quality. Sometimes you get things like Persona 5 where you're like, these voice actors are amazing.
Beautiful cast.
Yeah.
Like, yes. Do not play that game in Japanese, okay? Just don't. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think if you.
We got into this argument once, okay?
I'm just saying.
And we
okay,
sorted it
there's
out.
Nothing wrong with the
what
Japanese
Chuck was
audio.
saying, he was afraid that I would miss out on the amazing work of the English voice cast if I just played it with the Japanese audio.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm
He's
just
not
saying,
saying
like,
it
it was so enjoyable. Number one, it was in English, and they did a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I didn't see the need.
I guess my
swap
point
it over.
is here is that with the English dubs, I think often some of the people that they hire, I'm not saying they're not the highest quality, but more so maybe there's some of the routine people who do voice work
Yes.
who are like, yep, it's another job and it's going to pay my bills kind of thing.
There's
and then,
so
or maybe
many-
even some of them try to, like, see what the original voice actor was doing and then just try to copy it. And
Do you know
maybe
how
they should
many-
take more liberties with it.
There are so many, like, burly men, okay? Like, the burly man voice actor that sounds so incredibly, like,
Japanese
grumbly and weird.
or English.
No, the English ones.
Okay.
Like, the bad dubs and that. Where it's like, I saw it in some of the trailers for some of the I think it was the...
Was that the Tales game?
Maybe it might have been the Tales game.
I don't remember what else
I can't
was
remember, or it might have been that Korean MMO. I'm not sure.
Oh, I didn't even... I think I missed that one.
But I saw some of the. I heard some of the. It's like, yeah, we're gonna. I can't even do it. I can't even do it. Like I'm trying to think. You're never gonna get me, or something like that. It's just it's so
like
generic, grumble man.
Yeah.
And it's
But
like,
I think that's when the voice actor maybe...
have you ever heard a grown, grumbly man before? Like it doesn't sound like a 30-year-old voice actor. I don't know.
I'm afraid that just might be some of them. Maybe they're too afraid to say. It's like, maybe it'll sound better if I said it like this, like, you know, like a human or something. And they're like, no, it's got to be the exact line. It's on the paper. You need to say that one. I'm like, okay, maybe that's all I can do.
All right.
You never know.
The butterflies are coming out. It must be time.
Or the English one, once I put
Get
someone
up.
in my pocket, I never let them down. I'm like, what?
Mondi says, he said, Chuck, if you don't stop it right now, I'll write down a 30K word review on why Wind Waker is bad. A bad game in chat.
No!
Right now.
No! No, wait till Tuesday. Wind Waker's coming back. You'll see. We'll all see.
Yeah, see. Mondi said, Chuck, the Macarena disc shooter is all you need to see. That is the biggest turnoff for the game.
Let me just say, okay, there was a great thing where the original authors, or the original, like the people with the game, like the articles were coming out. It's like, our game is not political. And then they're like saying, it's like, no, some of the, like the, I don't know if it was the voice actors or the director of the game. It's like, no, the game is, it's going to be political. You know, it's based, you know, we did a lot of, you know, we were doing, one of the lines they said is like, you know, we worked with many people from like these different situations and stuff to make sure it was culturally sensitive and accurate to the times or whatever. And then you cut in the Macarena disc launcher.
We're trying to take it seriously, but who knows?
But to be fair, it's like, obviously, that's just a bonus add-on. The story seems extremely serious, which is, I don't know. I see it, and I'm like, it seems like a thrilling story, honestly. Yeah. And the fact that you can branch the direction, you get to choose what direction you go, you're like, oh, boy, you got to play this twice. You got to. So, I don't know. It's cool. Whatever. Enough about Far Cry 6. It's coming out. I can't wait to play it.
We'll see more about that on Ubisoft Forward, which is this Saturday.
Ooh.
Let me actually pull up my schedule.
I kind of don't want to see more about the game. I just want to play it.
I need to see more about it because it'll determine if I buy it or not. I typically, like, even Far Cry 5, when I saw it, I was like, I know
discuss the premise of this, and you'll buy it.
See, that's the problem with Far Cry games. They always get me with the premise, and then I see the gameplay, I'm like, no, I don't want to go clear another base. I'm done. You can target, you can mark all the people in the base before you get in there.
I had a feeling they might be doing something different with this one. Maybe we'll see with that Ubisoft Forward thing, and we'll see if they're really doing something, or they're just going to start. It's like, guys, like here's the gameplay reveal trailer or whatever.
Yes.
Here's a base up ahead. It's like, oh no.
So this Saturday, well, I should say tomorrow. We'll talk more about it. Never mind. We're talking about Ubisoft Forward right now. Ubisoft Forward will be this Saturday, and it will be at 12 p.m. Pacific time. Or in our time, it'll be 2 p.m. Or I'm sorry, 2 p.m. Central Time. Ubisoft Forward will be live. I assume we'll see a lot more Far Cry 6 from that.
Wait, there's nothing on Friday?
Friday is the Coke Media thing. I don't think that's going to be enough to do a reaction stream for. So I'm not confident if we'll stream that. We'll see if there's a huge reveal. We'll let you guys know. We'll just go live and just do it. But to be honest, I'm not sure that's going to be huge. So we'll see. But right now, look forward to Saturday for Ubisoft Forward for sure.
Yeah.
We'll see the next Assassin's Creed game. That's a joke. It'll probably be DLC for whatever it's called. I did see that there was going to be. They did announce. Let me go and look at my notes here. They did announce, and this is good to know for Ubisoft. I don't see it. I don't know where my thing is. Okay, here it is. Found it. No content for The Division 2 will be shown at Ubisoft Forward, so just keep that in mind if you're looking forward to Division 2. Is it
with the tissues? Is that the tissues?
No, that's the shrug emoji.
Oh, okay.
I got this from Video Games Chronicle. They said neither Division 2 or the Division Heartland or...
Wow.
Excuse me, princess. I didn't tell you to install. First of all, I don't even have that game installed.
You guys didn't see it. The Epic Game Launcher pops up. It's like, hey, you got 2 friend requests. And then it pops up with a full screen thing. It's like needing like admin permissions. It's like, what are you doing? We're just sitting here. We're doing a show.
Do not auto-update this. It was trying to harass me for auto-updates.
You played the Stanley Parable?
I installed it because I wanted to. I was like, you know what? I want to play something.
Yeah.
I've been starting to notice that some of the games I'm looking more forward to, besides the, obviously the online multiplayer games, which are, highly replayable. I really enjoy those, and I don't need battle royales. But, like, I turned on Psychonauts the other day. Okay, like, it's a linear story.
Yeah.
How'd it go? I don't have
Is-
time
is-
for that nonsense. Right
No?
now, I despise the artistic style of that game. It is a nasty looking game. It's very, I said this, it's very Tim Burton-esque, and it's disgusting to look at most of the time.
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. There's a lot that I like, but at the same time, it's also like,
Thank you, Legend.
there's a nasty looking character. He's supposed to be like an obvious like bully looking thing, and he's like a hideous looking clown. You want to grab him. His teeth and his jaw is sticking out of his face.
Yeah.
Okay, very Tim Burton-esque, disgusting.
I mean,
I want
this
to grab
is-
his jaw and rip it out.
This is Gen 1 Xbox.
That's
So-
not. No.
No, I'm saying it's back in the day when you had like 3D platformers and stuff.
Yeah,
it was
and
like
it
the
is a
tail end
3D
of the
platformer.
GameCube era.
You would know this. It's a 3D platformer. Is
Oh,
what
I know
it is.
that. I know that from Cheat back in the day.
I hate that show.
Oh man,
Boring either.
I was just thinking about that today, and they were talking about. It's like, look, if you go back here, here's an Easter egg. It's like this is literally just an environmental detail that's a nod to another game, and you put it in
Cheat.
here for Cheat. God,
Old G4 was so bad.
yeah, it was.
Anyway, not that new G4 I think is headed in the right direction. We'll see.
We'll see what that is.
Monty says time to install Control. That's probably true.
I got the free copy of it. That's not going to run on my PC, my Xbox.
I have the
nothing.
Series X now.
You should play Control on that thing. You should play it on that thing. Your new PC might be able to handle it.
I know.
I heard it was pretty intensive.
My PC is
Mine could run it,
not excellent.
probably.
It's not excellent. I need a new graphics card. I think. I need RAM for starters. I don't even know if
How
it's
much
a
RAM you
graphics
got?
card. 8 gigs.
8?
I can upgrade it to 16.
Get 16 at least. Jeez.
That's money.
Why do you have a graphics card like that when you have 8 gigs of RAM in there?
I bought it like that. Most games didn't need it. Anyway,
Oh my goodness.
then I bought Cyberpunk and it was like chugging at 30 FPS. It was like
Finances.
low detail, 30 FPS, solid. But anyway, so don't look forward to any Division 2 news at Ubisoft Forward.
Yep. Sorry, guys. It's gone.
Not really. Like, I don't think it's a really big deal. There was a bunch shown for The Evil Dead. If you like The Evil Dead, they showed a lot for that. I just don't care.
We didn't grow up with The Evil Dead, and I know a lot of people did. It's like the not the Five Nights at Freddy's, Friday the 13th game. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, that's what The
It's
Evil
like,
Dead looks
yeah.
like.
It's a horror based game based on a big movie IP, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't really sold on it. It's fine.
I wasn't either. Monty says, except for RAM, you're over the recommended.
Okay, that's good.
That's good to know. I don't know. I have the Series X now, so and being a console gamer first, I'll just play that. But I still
Might
don't
be
have a
on
4K
Game Pass.
TV.
I don't know.
It is on Game Pass.
Oh, there you go. Play it on your Series X. Just do it.
So it's definitely one of those.
He did grab it on the Epic Game Store, so no worries. He did at least get that in the library.
Yeah. Let me see. You just got it for free. Might as well install it and try. Yeah, I'll just
Yeah.
play on the Series X. Hit play on that. Steam Fest is something that's going to be occurring. I wanted to go ahead and show you guys
Steam
that. They like
Are we rolling into news?
yeah.
Oh,
So
guys,
I-
welcome to the Gaming Twin Show, where we go over all the latest and greatest news happening in the video game industry.
First of all, I hate this website for starters because
It's just a visual.
like look at how they did the videos. it's like blending in with the
Jeez,
website. I'm like,
yeah.
all right. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It does look kind of good.
Looks like
And
Minecraft, bro.
And look, YouTube is the one screwing with their like it's got that overdrop bar thing going on. Very interesting way they did this. Okay, they basically showed off a bunch of the games. Okay, but they're going to be so here's a peek at some of the games. But let's go ahead and start with this.
Things.
Next Fest is June 16th through June 22nd. So basically, after E3 ends, it's literally like I think
Cool.
it's
This
like
is what
Wednesday.
follows.
Let me see.
June 22nd.
Yeah, it starts the 16th, so it's next Wednesday, basically the day after Nintendo goes on the final day of E3.
Cool.
So I'm kind of excited about this.
This
They
is
showed
the
off
play
some
it
of
at
the
home
things.
thing, you know?
Yeah, and they're gonna have tons of demos and all that.
Yeah, let's see it.
They showed so this is the action trailer for action games. This includes a lot
Oh,
of
hello. Look at you.
So yeah, they showed off a bunch of different things, and I admit when I was watching it, I was like, "This is really cool." You see a lot of the different games and that kind of thing. This is coming
I
to
like how they
Steam.
broke it down.
Yeah, like this looks much more interesting as a side-scrolling game. Industrial, I don't know what this is.
Oh. Ooh, battling automations, looking like some Fallout kind of stuff. That looks cool.
Beware of the dog.
Yeah,
Proto
that's a
Corgi.
shmup. I'm so tired of shmups. I don't know how many times I see a
Rome
sci-fi
Spirit.
thing in the Switch store, and it's like, is it a shmup? It's a shmup.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. It's like, darn. Anyway, so, but they did this with a bunch of them. There's the adventure.
Oh, look, they're all different things.
Oh. The weird and the wild and the latest and greatest adventure games.
Is this the one where I started seeing all the furry RPGs and stuff?
Single-player journey of discovery through
Might be.
an ancient world of wonder.
Look at that.
They show a bunch of the different things. Pack Attack! Welcome back. Hope you're
Welcome
doing
back,
good.
Pack.
The Gap. I don't know what this is, but it looks interesting.
Don't jump.
Oh, it's one of those. Oh, don't put it. Don't point it yourself.
Classic adventure meets side-scrolling.
Here's a furry. Here's another furry game.
Oh, leave it be. It's like a Battletoads.
It's a furry game. You can tell. Look at like all the
Anthropomorphic
characters.
animals have been around for a long time, okay?
In Leaf's adventure, Netherworld Hero.
There's a distinct style.
Obviously, this thing is visually interesting.
Sable looks
It
really
just runs at
interesting.
about 20 frames a second.
Play all of these games.
Anyway, so that's the adventure game one.
This is
Pack
cool.
Attack says, "Dang, totally forgot about the show was on YouTube and then saw it. Still getting used to this being on YouTube, but
No, sorry,
but
Pack.
I was already there anyway." Yeah. So one of the other things, especially about us moving to YouTube, is just that.
Hey, Pack, look at this. Look at this desk.
Oh, yeah.
Look, we got this is actually
we have
chroma key green.
real-time. We have real-time ray tracing on the
Yeah,
show now.
we're
as you can
focusing
see.
all the computer's graphics right now to just into this little strip portion, so you can see the reflections. It's cool. No, I'm kidding. This is an actual desk. I made a desk. I made a desk for the show, and I love it.
You'll see more about that soon enough.
Yes.
One of the things about moving over to YouTube
It's so
is
cool
that
and chill, as in cold.
One of the things that was interesting about moving over to YouTube is that you were already here, admittedly. Everybody's already on YouTube, just as it's like, oh yeah, I go, I watch whatever, blah, blah, blah. Over here, whether it's watching trailers or just watching YouTubers or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Most people have heard of YouTube and use YouTube. And even now, it's funny. My co-host Mike, his mom was like, "You guys are YouTubers now," and it's like, "Well, I mean, we didn't really change anything. We're still live streaming." Yeah, but you're on YouTube. I mean, Twitch is pretty big too. But I mean, when it comes to the wider audience, you'd be surprised. But
People go to Twitch for games. People come to YouTube for anything. Just so happens more games are pushing over here as well.
well, not to mention, I think we're also better placed for our talk shows too. Because YouTube is for more different things, and when you go to Twitch, you expect watching games, and we weren't attracting the right audience in that.
Yeah,
sense.
we don't really play the games.
No,
on
we're
here.
not here to play the games, so I don't know. Anyway,
We're here to talk about the games that we play.
yeah, you were already here anyway. But all right, let me see.
We do appreciate you making the jump. We do appreciate it.
Pack says desk level up.
Yes! This is so cool, guys. You've no idea. This is so cool. I love it. I love it.
Azran says you decided to table that idea for so long, but now it's done.
Yeah!
Thank you for that.
And now Chuck
for
can't
that
say,
pun.
don't slap the desk. This is my desk.
I might still say that.
No, I know.
Pack says, dude, I was watching a video on tricep presses when I went home and bam, totally forgot. Whoops. Not on Twitch watching tricep presses, lol. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where...
If you were, that'd be a pool stream, I'm sure.
And that's another thing, it's like, make sure you guys do hit the subscribe button, slap the like button, and ring the bell, because if you ring the bell, you'll get all the notifications when we go live. And it'll recommend our videos more in your feed, especially when we're live. But yeah, thank you guys, as usual, for joining us. I'm not done. But thank you guys for continuously hanging out and spending time with us. All right, well, let's get back to the furry games.
Wow.
RPG's trailer. What? I'm not wrong.
In the latest Steam Next Fest,
I don't know
we're
what this
dropping
is.
a payload of fresh
Ooh, that's
RPGs.
pretty.
That thing is...
A game
I
where
think
each
I know what
adventure
that
will
one
Ha!
is.
Somebody made this a game maker. You can't tell me they didn't.
Then dive headfirst
Hey, what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
This thing has been on in the Switch thing, and it doesn't have a video trailer. I'm like, what is it? And it looks beautiful.
This was on Game Pass. It was recently added to Game Pass, and I was
was
looking at it.
not.
I was like, I don't know if I should play this or not.
It was not.
What it is?
No.
Yeah.
I wanted to play this.
right, let's see.
I have it on my wish list on Switch.
Then play as the devil
go to
Rogue
Lords.
Lord.
Yeah, please tell me if it is.
Audio says you can download a demo for Chris Tales on Switch.
I think I had the demo installed probably. I just never got around to it. I just wanted to see it. Chivalry 2 is chaos. That's not Chivalry 2. Sorry, that's something else.
Prevail and wrest back control of the Empire.
Skink.
Play all of these games and so many more in Steam
I think
next
it's the end of the trailer.
Oops. No, I don't want to play Conan Exiles. Please, back.
Careful of the endowment slider. Oh my god. Here, let me boop. I did it. I swapped us to full. Welcome back.
Thank you for
Back
that.
directly to us. You know, it starts with a K.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
It does not.
Just type it in. You don't even know where to find it. Okay.
I was right.
Well, it's CRIS. Thank you.
Oh, I'm
Do
sorry.
yourself a search. I don't know. It's like look at the visual style. Everything is so clean and beautiful, and they're playing with color.
It's not on here. I wonder if it's coming soon.
I don't think. Yeah, I didn't think it was on there.
I know that I was looking at this game recently, and I didn't.
I keep seeing it on the Switch. I'm like, oh, it looks really good, and I don't
on
buy
Xbox?
random games.
Let's see, the game looks nice. I don't like the battle system. Yeah, I don't know the
The
battle,
battle system does it look bad? Mandu, what's your take on the battle system? I know nothing other than the fact that some of the menus look really stylish, reminding me of Persona to a light degree. Okay, so I saw that and I'm like, I see attack and skills. I'm like, okay, it looks like standard battle, standard turn-based side-scroller battle, which is cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I kind of like
Okay, well, I tried.
it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'll play the demo on my Switch and I'll determine if I like it.
Okay.
Mondo had comments, so I'll definitely try it. I'll see how it turns out. And here, while Chuck dilly dallies on what's not important, I'm gonna play.
dilly-dally.
I'm gonna hit the play on the puzzle trailer.
Get a mental workout with the
Puzzle
brain-busting
Fest!
puzzle games of Steam Next Fest, starting with Inscription, blending the deck-building roguelike,
What's going on here?
style puzzles and psychological
looks like it's
horror
some kind of-
into
Oh, that's
one
terrifying.
scene. Next, play with a friend in Get Together, a
I feel like
co-op
playing like a
adventure,
board game,
communication-based
like with a
co-op
horror
It's,
creature.
okay,
that
it says
can lose
Microsoft
you.
and Modius Games announced
No
Indie
connection
Gym
except
Chris
voice.
Tales available
Then, in
with
Rainbow
Game
Village,
Pass
Chris
on
the
day one.
Leviathan,
Oh, so when it releases.
So it'll be on Game Pass day one. When it
Oh,
releases.
cool.
So if you're interested in
Well, we gotta know when it's
that-
coming.
So if you're interested in that, make sure that you buy that $150 original Xbox and a Game Pass subscription, and you'll be able to enjoy it.
Yeah,
I promise, you probably won't regret it.
there's a lot to have, man.
They showed this cute little game. It was less interesting the more I saw
love
it.
that little
It's
Polly
adorable
Buzz.
looking. Where did my mouse go? Failed me. Platformer, pit
Oh,
parkour.
Jesus, why are we still seeing this game?
In this
I don't
Steam
know.
Next Fest,
Good
we've
pit
got
parkour.
all the fresh-baked platformers you
How
can
is it not released yet?
Fairy Afterlife, a platformer where you'll fight or control
The animations for
That-
Guinea Pig Parkour is
all
ridiculous.
set in a vast and beautiful world. Next up is Guinea Pig Parkour, a hand-drawn comedy parkour.
Look at the
Ew.
animations. They're all hand-drawn.
Adapted as a lost 90s animated cartoon show.
It's cool.
So, yeah, it's supposed to have a visual look, and then this is something else.
Hey, you know what? I'll give him bonus props to.
I love everything. Oh.
We are on
Ooh.
platformers, so
Yeah,
we're
let's
looking
run.
at every game I don't want
What
to
are
play.
you?
Good job.
Really cool.
Finally, wield mighty
We're looking at
Mjolnir
every game
in
that I don't want to
Tiny
play.
Thor.
A gorgeous 16-bit retro-inspired action platform.
This is cool. I like this as a concept.
I like it. I like
Although-
everything except for the main little character. I see a lot of Castlevania-like games, and then it's like I see like what they're doing with the main character visually. I'm like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Latest upcoming
Strategy.
Look
This
at
card
that,
game
whatever
looks
that
cute.
is.
I think I had it up. Let me see. I was actually thinking about. It's called Void Tyrant, and it's on mobile.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh.
I looked it up and I was like, this looks cool.
Yes.
A real-time tactics game
Such a
inspired by
fan.
real stories from the Eastern
Void
Front of World War II.
Not Slay the Spire section. Yeah, I was thinking about playing that
Oh,
Void
that.
Tyrant game.
Yeah.
Looked really cool. It'll probably get me with like some kind of microtransactions, but I'd rather play that than play what Manu keeps telling me to play. So
What's he keep telling you to play?
he keeps telling me to play Slay the Spire or something. I don't know.
Why don't you have that? I bought a copy on mobile. Best thing ever, except for that dagnut back button position. It's just the worst. If you're trying to pull cards up, and it's like back, no, back, no. Pull up a card.
That sounds like
back,
a phone
no.
functionality error, is what that is.
I need to switch it, but
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's like, can't I just do like a swipe in from the side and get the bars disabled with this one app? That'd be great.
I love how
I love how it
Manu
changed my
comes
phone's
into chat.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's like Chuck, and he pulls out the squirt gun. It's like somebody like defanged the animal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a snake. It's like a snake ready to bite you, but somebody
I honestly think
defanged it.
Manu's been more aggressive with that emoji only because it is a scorpion. Because he can do it, you know.
But
I do think it's fantastic. I love that.
It is like a defanged snake, you know, and it's just like, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, it's like a fang. I'm sorry. It's like a fang. A snake is a fang. It's like a snake with marshmallows on the end of its fang. It's like, yeah, just gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Anyway. Oh, Manu, back to Summer Games Fest for a minute. I'm sure you had a reaction to SNK announcement. I did. Because I misheard and I thought it was a rhythm game.
Who said that? Manu?
Well, the SNK game, as far as I was aware of,
Oh, that's right.
that was wasn't that the Metal
Slug.
Metal
Which is
Slug
real-
Tactics?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It looks really cool. I've never been a fan of Metal Slug in the sense I've never played one, and I have almost no desire to because it was always a side-scrolling like Contra-like thing.
Well, it was
like,
a co-op game. You know what I mean? And we didn't play.
It was Contra. It was Contra is what it was. And it's like, I don't care. And I don't understand when you're running around with a gun and then occasionally you just morph into a big old tank or something. As presumably
Was that a thing?
upgrade. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
That's the thing. That is the thing.
What?
Yes.
like after so many kills, you're just like,
you don't literally transform. I mean, your character probably jumps into a tank. It's like a Mario upgrade.
yeah.
Not so literally, you know. It's probably when you're like doing really well. Like, here's a tank and you're like firing off all sorts of rounds and stuff. It plays like Contra, last I recall.
Bondi says Contra, easier and cooler. That's basically Metal Slug.
There
so
we go.
Metal Slug, I guess, is the easier Contra. Contra was hard as nails.
Yeah, it was like Alien Hominid, which was just essentially
was
not
not
a
good.
fun game.
Yeah, that was not fun.
It was so difficult. It was like just kind of not fun. When you go in there and you get hit once, and bow, you're dead. I was like, what? It's like I didn't start the level yet. What?
I love that. Azrath says, behold, the twins who will play Superstar Saga, single-player game, in co-op, but not a co-op game.
Hey! That's fun. We gotta do that again.
I think you and I need to do a co-op game.
Maybe we should like just record it. Record the game.
Yeah, do like a Let's Play
Just
or
throw it
something.
on YouTube.
I just don't, I don't think I've ever played a compelling co-op game.
Okay, that's a loaded statement you just said there.
I mean,
You've never played a compelling co-op game.
have we played a compelling co-op game?
I mean,
Obviously, Superstar Saga was not co-op, and it wasn't compelling.
oh my god. I mean, we played lots of couch co-op. Star Fox Assault multiplayer. Ooh,
No,
yeah, that was a
no,
blast.
no,
that was
no,
a
that
blast when
wasn't
we had 3 people.
No.
Yes, it was.
No, that wasn't
was.
even. No, it wasn't even good. It wasn't even good.
Jedi Knights 2 multiplayer.
That's not co-op. That's just
Smash
smashing
Bros.
each other's skull into the ground. Anything that wasn't just beating each
How
other
can you
up.
say such a big, blatant, loaded statement and me not think of a co-op game that was compelling?
That's because it was true. You know what I mean? Like it was just true. That's the problem.
Oh my god.
Have we ever played a compelling co-op game? Can anybody name a compelling co-op game that we should do? Like, is there a co-op game you guys would want us to just see us do? Manu says Overwatch. Huh. That is a compelling co-op game.
Okay,
You
we
actually
played
had to
Call
co-op.
of Duty and played some co-op.
That wasn't co-op. There was 2 lone wolves going into a pen, okay, and slaughtering everything in the room. That's what that was.
That was
it was
good.
2 alpha males in a room full of noobs.
I'll take all the praise.
Pax is back in my day.
Oh,
This is
Rock
Couch
Band.
Co-op. No!
It was a
Pax
blast.
says co-op. Azran says, Arise, a simple story. He said, Brothers, a tale of two sons. A Way Out, It Takes Two.
Did he
None
name
of those-
anything compelling?
None of those sound compelling. I would rather turn on what's that game with the where it's got the two back-to-back gun McShooters.
Army of Two.
Army of Two. Cuphead, yes.
I mean, people like the original Splinter Cell with the co-op.
That sounds like it would lag, to be honest.
I'm
Doesn't
sure it
sound
ran
laggy
at
as
20
all
frames
get
a
out.
second. I'm sure.
Mine says Super Mario 3D World. I feel like that really is more of
No,
like
I
a
hated
free-for-all
playing
game.
that.
I didn't feel it was a co-op game. It felt
How
like it
is
was a
this
free-
possible? How did you say this and we can't think of an answer?
Maybe we're gonna play Diablo or something.
World of Warcraft? We play co-op all the time.
Yeah, we did. That was
We
the most
played
compelling
that
cooperative
together.
game we've ever played.
And we had a blast doing that.
Yes.
I was a tank. I healed myself. You had a tank for a pet. You healed it. We were good.
Yeah, no, it was
was
good.
good.
Azran says, you gotta admit, Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons is basically you guys, the game. Bonnie says, yes, Diablo 2 Resurrected. No, it would end up being Diablo 3.
Look, Mandu, I played Diablo 3. I literally fell asleep twice while playing it. And that doesn't
Actually-
happen to me.
Actually, I think I almost did too. Miss Wizard, we
yeah.
were streaming it. Miss Wizard fell asleep while we were streaming it.
I see. What is it with this game?
I don't
I
know.
don't know. See, this is why I don't like isometric games. For
Bonnie's,
some reason.
Bonnie's like, Diablo 3 stinks.
Isn't that terrible? He's over there. He's like, it's the worst one. Why are you judging Diablo by it? He's just over there trying to sell us.
You fell asleep playing it? Yeah.
I fell asleep twice.
Miss Wizard did as well.
We're going through a dungeon.
I guarantee you.
Auto-generated. It's like, I don't care what's around the next corner. It's just another
More
tube.
spiders!
Yeah. More things hitting the jars, throwing. Oh my god.
I bet I have a recorded stream of Miss Wizard falling asleep.
I'm sure. I believe it. Which is so frustrating, I'm sure, for Mandu, because it's like he's really hyped for that. It's like if we built a community and we all jumped on it, it might be amazing to co-op. I'm not gonna lie, that isometric thing. I keep saying it, but for some reason, it's always the through line. It's the one through line that's always there. It's like, is it isometric? Is it like a CRPG isometric thing? It's like, unless it's Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Azrad says Pikmin 3 Deluxe. I admit,
I
had
enjoyed
choice
Pikmin
except-
2 more.
you can't tell me that Pikmin 2 or 3 or Deluxe or whatever is
Give
fun
me
to
Pikmin
watch.
2 and give it online co-op on 2 separate Switches. I have my own screen. We could play together. Be great. I think it'd be great. And instead of your Switch button when you're playing online co-op, all it does is it switches over to their view and you can see what they're doing. It's like, oh, he's working on the donut. Okay, I go back to my view. That's all you
Yes.
do. Wouldn't it be great? Boom, I made it.
Pax says Snipper Clips. As we said, that's a good one. Pax says sounds terrible, sounds terrible, and I am being funny, but you guys would get fired up. LOL. Oh, you talking about Snipper Clips? We did. Stream
I tried.
That. Didn't we stream that when the Switch launched? We bought Snipper Clips and we streamed it.
I have a copy. I remember I played it with my wife. She got real bored of it real quick.
It's a boring game. It's not bad. I mean, like it was just more so along the lines of like I'm not sure. I don't
It was
know.
fun. I had more fun with Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time in the sense
That game
because it
is
was
so
neat.
boring.
It was neat.
It was
It was
neat.
neat because you're in a capsule. And it's like everything out there is trying to kill you. And you're like, all right, it's like, just run over here. And I found so much fun in that game. That was kind of like, that was kind of like the little, like Among Us feeling that a lot of people get with Among Us. I got that feeling with that game. Where it was like, it was such a compelling concept. It was like, you're on engines, you boost over, you go over to guns, you're like, oh shoot, here's a giant spike wall thing, and your engine's on the other side of the ship, and you're drifting into it. Like, oh shoot, you grab the shield, or someone grabs shield, rotates it, you bounce
Too many
off.
ladders.
Like,
I
whoa.
couldn't do it. You know what it
You
was?
could jump though.
You know what it was?
You could
It
jump
was-
and grab the ladder.
You know what? But the problem was,
What?
It was a 2D side scroller. All right, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for joining us for our first day of E3, actually Summer Game Fest live. It was a bit of a snooze fest, but hey, not Death Stranding, sorry. Elden Ring was shown, and it looked
cool.
absolutely phenomenal. There was a few highlights of the show.
It looked like Dark Souls, and that's a selling point to me. Not just because of Dark Souls, it just looked really compelling just looking at it. I was like, wow, looking at the gameplay, I really wanted to play that. So
I still haven't played.
sounds generic, but it's
Pac-
what I was
Pac said,
feeling.
is there a good co-op Star Wars game? Nick and I will play Star Wars Battlefront 2 for hours, but again, it's 2 lone wolves and a.
You couldn't
Den of
play
noobs.
Star Wars Episode 3, the game co-op, could you? Was there co-op in that? I remembered also playing.
Yes,
There's the
there
entire
is.
co-op mode
There
of Star Wars Rogue Squadron 3 that has Rogue Squadron 2, which is entirely co-op campaign playable. Pretty cool.
We should stream Star Wars Episode 3 in co-op. Because that
Is
game-
it co-opable?
It is co-opable. I'm pretty sure it is.
No.
I'm pretty sure it is.
No.
Yes, it is.
I don't believe
Yes,
you.
it is.
I don't believe
Look
you.
it up. Guys, I want to thank you guys so much for joining us today. Look forward to tomorrow morning. We will be
Yeah,
live
we
with
will
the Pop
see
Culture Cave.
More of this beautiful desk.
Yes.
Not a pop culture cave. That'll
No, the desk won't be in the Pop Culture Cave.
No, I'm afraid
But look forward to joining us tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Central Time for Pop Culture Cave. We will be going live with the show, even though it's E3. There's been a ton of movie news. On top of that, obviously E3 starting up, so we got stuff to discuss. So look forward to that tomorrow morning.
lots of fun things.
Then you can join us again Saturday. What? Saturday stream?
What?
Yes. Ubisoft will be going live. Let me go ahead and pull up the times. I want to at least give you guys the things. Ubisoft Forward will be going live at 2 p.m. Central Time, so look forward to that. We'll probably go live shortly after that ends, so maybe, 3 p.m. Central Time. So look forward to that. And then, of course, Sunday rolls in. We will be live on. You'll see us on Nintendo Prime's channel. We'll be a guest
That'll be cool.
on their show. So that'll be really fun to see. I'm really excited. We're gonna guest for some.
Rather prominent YouTubers.
Yeah.
Got a little bit more numbers.
Yeah. So we'll be guest starring on that. That'll be Sunday morning at roughly 9:30 a.m. Central Time, I believe. I'll let you guys know. We'll probably post when we're live and that kind of thing. Just check it out. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll keep you updated, and we'll talk to you in the Discord. Sayonara, guys.
See you later, guys.